have time to go at home.
The following podcast is recorded and produced by Emerge, a media creators co-op, in affiliation with the network at bicbp-radio.com.
Welcome back to another episode of BillsAholic Pod, Free Agency Edition. Free Agency Edition. Obviously, this week, so much news to get into. I mean, we were kind of talking about it before the podcast. This could be a juicy one. There is news all over the board. AFC East news, Bills news, NFL news. Like Maranto said before the podcast, Aaron Rodgers, Vice President news. It's a crazy week in the NFL, boys, and I am ready to jump into it. Fellas, how are we feeling today on this fine Thursday? Not normally the BillsAholic Pod night. Thursday night BillsAholic Pod edition free agency. How are we feeling, boys?
Favorite time of the year.
Best time of the year.
Love it. I got notifications all on, all around Twitter, Instagram. I love it.
Peretti, how are we feeling on there?
Good, man. Overwhelmed.
There's a lot, man. A lot going on. It's good to sit here at the table with the boys and break it down. Tank, how are we feeling over there?
Hey, feeling great. Throwing me off a little bit. It's Thursday. I keep thinking it's Tuesday. But ladies and gentlemen, we're here. We're here.
It feels like it's weird. It's weird.
It was a game to go to.
I was gonna say Tuesday we went to the Sabres game.
Oh, for sure.
And we were not disappointed. Yeah, we left. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if anybody's got a Sabres update for me right now, but it's a big game. It's a big week for the Sabres.
Actually bet them tonight, so let's see how it goes.
Who knows how that'll play out for you? But big game over there for the Sabres for the other team that
Still
dislikes to disappoint us. Okay, 0-0. So
Love to see it.
There's our live update right there. Perfect. At least we're not losing. But no, what a game to go to. Obviously, did not expect. I said it when we were going up the escalator, Travis. I was like, Travis, last game I went to, they won 9-3, and I was like, there's just no way that they put up like more than like 4 goals tonight. They had 4 goals out of the first period, and I was like, wow. They just did not skip a beat.
Little fun fact, I've been to about 4 Sabres games. That was my first win last night, or Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
I was thinking I was the problem.
No, I can name a lot of other problems for the Sabres that over the last couple of years. I don't think Travis Keane was one of them. But, fellas, I mean, I think the first thing that I want to get into, at least on the Bills side of things, is a lot of releases over the last last week since we did our podcast, a week and 2 days, I guess you could say.
Sad ones, too.
A couple of sad ones, a couple of rather, I'm not going to say, I maybe we could refer.
Sabres scored.
Oh, 1-0 Sabres,
Scored.
I guess they scored. Thank you, Casey. Mitch Morse was the one where I was like, I was upset and I'm scratching my head. I'm like, that guy had some football left in him. You said that a couple of times on podcasts that you thought
they were going to extend him.
right, and here we are doing the exact opposite. Obviously, he goes down to Jacksonville along with another guy that, yeah, it's sad, but it is what it is. Gabe Davis to Jacksonville. I got to ask, I mean, what were your guys' initial thoughts? Mitch Morse getting released. That was one that, like I said, caught me off guard. I was a little bit upset, but I guess at the end of the day, Bean's going to do what he has to do. I
was stunned. I saw Trey White coming. I called it out a few podcasts ago. I knew Poyer wasn't coming back, but the whole Mitch Morse, that I don't know, it threw me the wrong way. I didn't understand at first. Because the extension made more sense. That would have cleared more money, right?
That I don't
Or
have
close
the
to
actual
it.
answer to. I didn't look too far into to see what an extension looked like. I didn't look into an extension for Morse, really. I never played around with that on like that cap website I was talking about.
I know we lost a little bit of money, like cutting him.
Yeah, you didn't gain anything.
Right.
No.
Well, what about next season?
I was gonna say, is it one of those things where it's next season? Because who else did that? Or who else was?
What are the Bills rolling into next season? What did you say?
It was for Bates. That was the other move. We traded Bates for next season. But
no, this was the last year of Morse. So nothing
Oh,
would
true.
carry
Yeah,
over
yeah.
to the next year.
Right. He was going to be up for a contract.
Yeah.
But next year, as of right now, we start at $40 million in cap space next year.
Yeah.
And the only guys that come to mind that we have
Big re-signings.
big re-signings are Groot and
Spencer Brown.
Brown.
And Greg Rousseau, with him being a first-round pick, does give you the option to pick up that fifth-year option.
And I'm sure we will.
I don't know. I think if I looked what his fifth-year option would be, $14 million. I think if we were to pick it up for
Somewhere around there.
I think it's 14 mil.
I think we were going around 14.
So it'll be interesting to see.
17.
I mean,
Unless he makes the Pro Bowl.
yes,
then
yeah,
it'll
right.
Yeah, there's
right.
that rules.
So it's like Bean's gonna have a decision on his hands. Is Greg Rousseau a $14 million defensive end? That's something we're gonna have to figure out. I don't know if I want to pay $14 million for a guy that shows up the first 5 games of the season and is non-existent the next 14 if we make the playoffs. Like, I don't know.
That'd be great.
See, I thought he was the BillsAholic player.
I love Greg Rousseau. I love him as a person. I think he's a great guy. He's the only Bills player that topped on the our old podcast. So there's definitely some mutual respect from the BillsAholic pod. But at the end of the day, I want to win football games and I want to eventually hoist the Lombardi. And
I want to get to the quarterback.
I'm not gonna do that with players that I like personally. Who knows? Biggest shocker to me. Not that we released Jordan Poyer, because I mean that I get it. They want to get younger on the back end, likely losing Micah Hyde and then releasing Jordan Poyer. It makes sense. I will say going to Miami. Okay, yes, it makes sense. No income tax. The other thing is it's right in his backyard. I mean.
Oh, and as Rachel Bush said, he's finally playing on grass.
Oh, and he gets to play on grass.
Yeah.
So
She said that.
Yeah.
She did say that.
It was like Jordan finally gets to play on grass with that heart emoji, the hands coming together.
I think what's funny is the Bills fans that are like mad at Jordan Poyer though, because like it's not his fault that he got released. Like it's not like the Bills, like it's not like he just left.
Well,
like,
he had the void year too. People fail to realize that.
Yeah, he technically had another year left.
Right, so I'm sitting here thinking to myself like, I can't. I'm mad because like it's the Dolphins, like especially the Dolphins, bro. Like come on, like it could have been. I hate to say it could have been the Jets, could have been the Patriots, and I'm probably a little bit less mad. But it's the Dolphins, and it's because they were right on our ass. Like that's the team that gives us the biggest run for our money, I guess. So.
Hey, he wants to beat the Bills.
Get your thoughts around the table about Poyer going to Miami.
30, 32, 33. He's at the 1 year, $3 million contract, $2 million. That sounds more like a retiring contract. Want to play one last year in your state that you love. He lives there.
I think he resides.
Yeah.
He resides in Florida, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not digging too deep into it. We're obviously getting younger at safety. I also want to share a little contract. So what we did with Taylor Rapp, we also did with Jordan Poyer. Contract breakdown. Rapp signed a 3-year, $10 million, $3 million at signing, $3 million at average salary, $2 million signing bonus, and a $4 million in total guarantees. Jordan Poyer, when he first signed, it was 4 years, $13 mil, $6 mil at signing, $3 mil average salary, $3 mil signing bonus, and $7 mil in total guarantees. We've seen this type of contract from them before, and I just thought it was kind of cool.
What a steal! 4 years, 13 mil. Wow.
I just thought it was kind of cool that Bean not only did this once, but he did it again.
Right. I just go back in my head and I'm like, I don't really like. I guess that was in 2017, right?
We were still
like what was I say? We were in freshmen in high school.
8th grade, sophomore, or freshman.
Freshmen in high school, and I guess I just didn't really pay attention to contracts back then. But a 4-year, $13 million contract for Jordan Poyer was an absolute steal. Now I understand who you're signing him, and he's one coming off of injury, I believe, from Cleveland, and one
He
didn't play really great ball in Cleveland. So it makes sense, but that is a steal, man. That is a steal. Thoughts?
Put the cap on that?
You want to put the cap on?
He's
that?
living
It's just
dangerous,
making me
brother.
nervous.
Knowing how Chris, you
No,
say
it's
one
kinda
wrong
funny.
thing, he might lose his mind. in
Right,
football.
it's kind of
Yeah, dude.
It's kind of funny. Normally I rock no cap at all on every podcast. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed that, because I like to be able to just.
did not notice that.
I like to
no.
just
Me
be able to
neither.
grab it.
John, I'm glad you caught that.
Yeah, dude, that was making me nervous.
But it's
Like,
normally.
that's the edge, too.
Does this
Yeah,
make you
right?
guys nervous? Because there's normally no cap on here. Does that make you less nervous, or does that make you? Is it still the same thing?
Oh, we feel better now.
Yeah,
'Cause
I'm
there's
good
normally
now.
no cap on there.
I'm good now.
He's got 2 drinks.
Do I? I do have 2.
Double
It's gonna be a
bev.
long podcast.
Double
Ginger ale,
bev.
man. Ginger ale. I saw it in the fridge this time.
He
I
got a
was
little-
like,
he got a little stomach ache.
no, but I might at some point in the podcast. Who knows?
We'll
Who knows?
see. Stay
Who
tuned.
knows? All I know is I think ginger ale is kind of fire. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really ever have it that often. So it was just I saw it and I was like,
I'm gonna get some gingy.
is this up for grabs? So I grabbed it. Now you got me off guard a little bit here, man. You got me a little
Don't throw him
self-conscious.
off guard.
Got me a little self-conscious about my water placement, and my beverage choice. This was, by the way, this was my airplane. This is what I rocked on the airplane: water and ginger ale, bro.
It's a good combo.
No stomach aches over here.
It's
No
good.
stomach
That's
aches the
good.
whole trip. Besides when I got there. No, but I mean, boys, like, what a week! Like, and I mean, we'll just say it. I'm not gonna wait too long. Obviously, the Bills' biggest signing thus far in the offseason is the one coming out just about 2 hours ago.
Dylan Cousins makes it 2-0.
Okay, 2-0. The Sabres aren't playing around. They don't want to give. They don't want to give us a chance.
Casey had it.
They don't want to give us a chance to talk about the Buffalo Bills.
No,
We want.
This is
we want
becoming the
updates, Casey.
BillsAholic pod. Thank you, Casey.
appreciate it,
Um,
Casey.
I'm definitely.
When they're this close to the playoffs. This.
They're still pretty far away.
They still got 5 points. What was it, 5 points?
There's a 5. The good news is there's a. Okay, we'll jump into some Sabres talk real quick.
It's a big
Good news
night
is
for the
there's a
Sabres.
5-point difference, but
Yeah,
2 of the teams in front of
Islanders
them are
and
the
Red
Islanders
Wings.
and the Red Wings, and they just beat the Red Wings, and they have
Play
the
the
Islanders
Islanders
tonight,
tonight.
and then they've got the Red Wings on Saturday.
Yeah.
So, it's just a big week for the Sabres. If they can win these next 2 games, it's like, okay, you got a chance, but it's still like you got a chance. It's not like you're making the playoffs kind of ordeal. But no, what I was getting at was the Curtis Samuel signing. Your boy predicted that. I said that that's who I wanted. Was Curtis Samuel.
That
Makes
was
sense.
huge.
Carolina Panthers. That's
Back with old Joe.
back with Joe Brady. He had
Yeah,
one of
his
his best
best-
years with Joe Brady.
Exactly.
And here we are. Where does he? Okay, so this is the question I'm asked. This is what was itching my mind the whole entire ride up here, and I think me and you are gonna have the same. I think all 3 of us probably have the same answer here, and it's obviously okay. You signed Curtis Samuel. That's your, I would assume, your guy that replaces Gabe Davis. But please tell me you guys are still let's draft wide receiver high train or is this?
See that.
Or does this keep him away from drafting wide receiver in the first 2 rounds? I definitely want to get your guys' opinions around the table here.
So to me,
It's 3-0 now. Holy shit.
holy fuck. Who scored the third, Casey? To me, Curtis, it's a splash signing because he's one of the hottest wide receivers on the board this free agency. But it also shouldn't steer you away from drafting even a round 1 wide receiver in my eyes. I'm still
He's
team.
waiting for the 4-0 comment. He's like, yo, it's going to be up there at some point.
No, don't. You're
it
good,
had
Casey.
it had to have been Tuck, right?
Benson. What a week.
The kiddo.
What a week from him.
He's out coming after
That's
a
like-
3-point game, right?
So that's 4 points in the last 2 games.
Wow. But I'm still round 1 wide receiver train. I don't think they should steer you away from round 1 wide receiver.
D tackle.
Not even a safety?
You guys know my thoughts. If you
I
draft
know,
a
yeah.
safety in the first 3
There's
rounds,
a Lions shirt underneath there if we draft the
you're
safety.
goofy.
I'm
But
with John. The way the market has been the past couple weeks is like, don't even take a shot in the first round. Maybe
No.
wait till like 4th, 5th round. Maybe there's gonna be some guys, but
Yeah.
it's probably gonna be D tackle.
So safety for
well, just look at
Byron
when
Murphy, bro.
If he's there, I don't know.
Byron Murphy. That might be a guy that you trade up for. That's the best D tackle in the draft.
My thoughts about that is that
what?
Christian Wilkins is not on the Dolphins.
Oh, come on,
anymore.
what?
if you trade up to draft a fucking D tackle in the first round, I'm gonna spit on myself.
Bro, you're talking Byron Murphy, who I think is the best D tackle in the draft. And then you're talking Ed Oliver? Oh, come on. Come on. And then they're both locked up for the next
He'd play
couple
on the
years.
He would.
second string, whatever you want to call it, though.
Second
He played-
rotation.
Rotation, yeah.
Because
Well,
we love
they
rotation. in
do have
Buffalo.
the rotation on the D line. That is true. Okay. I guess I would be angry because if we're trading up, the first thing that comes to mind for me is like, oh, we're getting Josh a playmaker, and that's just probably not what's gonna happen.
It just the value isn't there to trade up for a D tackle.
I agree.
Edge rusher, now I can get on board.
Okay.
More of a high-end
I haven't
position.
See, what sucks, I haven't paid too much attention to the edge rusher.
No,
So
'cause we didn't think.
I would say I can't sit here and be like, this is who I want if we were going edge rusher.
And I have to change my whole fucking shit now.
Right.
I'm all fucked up.
Well, the Curtis Samuel signing. So your Curtis Samuel signing, that's your wide receiver splash then.
Yeah, they've already shown they're not gonna overload offense. So
Yeah, which blows, man, because you think.
But you look when we got Diggs. Who were the receivers we went after? It was 2-3 year contracts of older vets or 4th to 7th round picks.
I would say so because the year before you traded for Diggs, you signed John Brown and Cole Beasley, and then after that you had John Brown, Cole Beasley, Diggs, drafted Gabe.
Bring in Emmanuel Sanders.
Bring
back Beasley and Brown. It's just
they just never found their Beasley Brown replacement. We're still searching for that.
They might have found Beasley. Curtis Samuel would be your John Brown replacement
for sure.
Now the thing I love about Curtis Samuel is he's versatile. He can play all across the board on wide receivers. He can play Diggs' position, Shakir's position, and his position. I love how versatile he is. So, me being a Khalil Shakir fan.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys think this takes away from Khalil Shakir's playtime?
Yes.
I would. So here's the thing.
See, so that on the other hand, that's what I'm sad about.
So I'm gonna say yes and no. It depends. You drafted Dalton Kincaid to obviously he's a tight end. He's gonna play off the line of scrimmage. He's a mismatch. You watch his film in college. He was nasty in the slot, and like he kind of showed glimpses of that. Especially late in the season, there were some moments like I can think of that seam route that he ran against the Steelers and where he caught the touchdown in the playoffs. Like I think a year in Joe Brady's system and another year just in general for his offseason, you're going to see him develop more. You're going to see him more involved in the offense. And then you do add a guy like Curtis Samuel. Curtis Samuel, like you said, he can play a little bit all over the board. That obviously takes away from all the receivers below him playing time-wise. But at the same time, you're going to have him and Diggs on the field primarily a lot. The nice thing that I do want to point out about Curtis Samuel, and I was looking at his stats, like as far as like his rankings and stuff like that. The man caught 70% of his passes from Sam Howell. Like I'm not going to sit here and knock Sam Howell, the new Seahawks quarterback. I think he just got traded today. But if I'm not mistaken, Sam Howell led the NFL in interceptions last year, so he did a lot of throwing to the other team. If I'm not mistaken. Didn't he lead the NFL in interceptions?
He was up there.
I think he was up there. So my point being is from a quarterback that didn't do a really good job at putting the ball in his receivers' hands. He put up decent stats. And now you have Josh Allen, and now you're back in Joe Brady's system where he's coming off of he's going to be coming into a full offseason of being able to put his own playbook together. So the long-winded answer to your question is, yeah, I think Curtis Samuel is going to play a big role in this offense. You don't sign anybody to like a 3-year, $30 million with $15 million guaranteed. You don't just hand out that contract, although that's the contract that was expected for guys like this. That's just the market that it looked like for especially guys like Gabe Davis and Ridley. They set the market up. I didn't think the Bills were going to spend that much money on a receiver. I'm going to be honest with you, but I think that's a fair contract, especially for a guy like Curtis Samuel. If he produces anything like he did in Carolina, I think that's a plus. I think it's a win for him. So, the long-winded answer to your question is, yeah, I think it takes away from what's his face.
Don't say that.
He already forgot about him.
Oh, God damn it. We're not talking about no Marquez Stevenson.
Clue who?
I just wanted to see,
Well, you also have to look now. We don't have a kick and punt returner, and the only guy really on the team that has done that is Khalil Shakir.
There you go, Khalil.
They've shown it already that whoever is your punt/kick returner doesn't play crazy offense. I'm sure
Khalil.
Shakir will.
Okay.
But
So here, your kick returner, and you've seen this a couple of times last year. Your kick returner could be Ty Johnson.
Fuck Khalil.
Ty Johnson did take some kickoffs a couple of times last year.
Well, they usually have. Well, they had Shakir back there too.
Yeah,
both
Shakir.
But I would have to assume your primary punt return is going to be Shakir, unless
I don't see anybody else on the roster as of right now that's gonna have that job, right? Like
trying to think, maybe what's his Shorter,
Hell yeah.
if he makes the team.
That's a big
Which
boy.
it's looking like he's not going to make the team.
Because
Mac Hollins.
man. Because the thing with Matt Collins is because like I'm not gonna sit here and say like he's gonna make this big difference on offense. I gotta agree with a lot of the Buffalo reporters as far as like what they were saying this past week when they did sign him. That's your Trent Sherfield replacement right there because he offers special teams. But the thing that's nice about him is he offers run block ability, where I think he offers that more than Sherfield did. So I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm a bigger fan of the Holland signing than the Sherfield signing, but because obviously who knows how that's gonna play out. But I like the contract for what he's probably gonna bring to the team.
He's a deep threat too.
He is. He is. I caught some videos of him putting in some.
I made sure I made my way over to YouTube and Mac Hollins highlights.
We want to look at the 2022 season with Oakland or the Raiders.
Yeah, I did. Because you know how they do those. You know how they do those like welcome to Atlanta Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
That was his video, like on the Raiders and.
I got you. Yeah.
His welcome to Buffalo video wasn't out yet.
Yeah,
It's coming.
So
he don't like wearing shoes. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Helps him with his get off, his support to the ground.
I was telling Chris the other day, him and Dawson will get along nice.
Well,
no
yeah.
sleeves and no
Okay.
shoes.
Dawson's gonna walk out in a 2-degree game with no sleeves, and Matt Collins will be with no shoes. He just wants to feel the earth.
He's gonna feel it when it's snowing.
He is gonna feel it. I will be curious now to see if he's got
Where's he
shoes on
from?
per game.
Do we know?
I'll go look it up.
I know.
He's got to be a Southern guy if he's just not wearing shoes.
Is this the first cold team he's playing for?
Atlanta, Oakland. Well, it was Oakland.
Oakland, Atlanta.
He played for.
I think he got drafted by Philly, right? No,
he played for Philly.
He's been around the block.
he has been on the block.
He played for Miami too. That's right.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So I forgot he did spend a little time with the
Eagles, Miami's, Las Vegas. Oh, so he wasn't on Las Vegas, or he wasn't on Oakland when it. Falcons.
Vegas.
Yeah, it was Vegas when he was on there. But to answer your question, where Matt Collins is from, Rockville, Maryland.
Oh, okay. So
That's a little bit down south, but it ain't.
it gets a little chilly there.
I say you're probably in your 30s, right? 30s, 40s.
You're gonna have to go buy some boots. That's all I know.
I think I watched a little documentary on the no shoes thing from him.
A documentary about it.
There is. He picked it up. He picked it up actually out of the country from this group of guys that he trains with. That's their thing. That's their thing. They train with no shoes. It's supposed to help with ankle support in your knees.
I might be on board, Mac.
That's why I told you in the group chat the other day with the knee prop. I think I got to start training with no shoes. That's what it is. I just got to feel the earth a little bit.
Pull up the e-sport.
Just got to feel the earth a little bit.
When did Saran Neal go to Miami? I missed that.
Day after.
Yeah,
Did
right
it?
after.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I mean,
The Miami Bills.
What was his deal? Because I think Poyer got a cheaper deal, didn't he?
yeah, Poyer got
I got
1
it.
year, $2 million.
I don't have it.
1 year, $2 million. Saran Neal got a
Saran
little
was
bit
like
more
2
than that.
years.
Yeah, Saran.
1 year.
Yeah, it's a
1
1
year?
year, but it's a little bit higher than $2 million, I think. He is
4?
probably the best.
I don't have it. Right
He
now.
is probably the best gunner, one of the best gunners in football. Like you want to talk about a guy that's down there every single time the ball's down there, and that's Saran Neal. It sucks to see him go. It sucks to see him to go to Miami. The good news is we're going to see him a lot because Miami's going to punt the ball a shit ton against the Buffalo Bills.
Oh.
Hopefully. Right after that second round safety that we're going to draft comes up with a big tackle and stops him and holds him up on
Second round.
third
Goofy.
down.
Yeah, you're goofy.
unless they sign Cameron Curl, bro, I'm in on a safety.
He signed already, I thought.
Oh, did he? So this is
Yeah,
what happens.
Cameron Curl signed.
This is
Where'd he go?
This is my first day of free agency
I
back to work,
remember.
bro. So you can see
I
where I'm
remember
at.
seeing the notification. Let me see.
I didn't see shit.
Pretty sure he signed somewhere.
He probably did, man. That's just classic Bills fashion, not going out
Is
there.
it
and
Cameron
grabbing
with a
safety.
K?
What about not getting like I would have been fine with like the Sean Elliott.
No, I don't think he
didn't happen.
signed.
Thought he did.
I thought he did too.
I would not have been shocked if he did sign or is going to sign with somebody else.
He will sign with somebody else, but
Well, the Bills, they're gonna make these little signings that I've like Sal Capaccio said on Twitter the other day. They're gonna make signings that fans are gonna be like scratching their head about as far as like who they are and stuff like that. The Bills do have to get their roster to 90 players, so like there's gonna be guys
we
that
gotta find cheap labor.
there's gonna be guys that clearly are for sure not gonna make the 53-man roster. That are gonna be camp bodies getting signed here in the next couple of weeks. So that I'm not saying our splash move was Curtis Samuel. That's the splash. Like that's the move.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah, like that. I don't think you see anything else. I think you guys are probably right about D-line first round though, because if the way I heard it, and I could be wrong, how long they were in on the Eric Armstead signing, like how long they were a front. No, I'm not gonna say front.
Can't believe they didn't get that done.
But right. That's a move that you would have really wanted to hit on. But if you're gonna be willing to put that much money into a D lineman, I would probably assume D line's probably on your radar in the first round. That's a lot. What did he get? Like a 3 year
51. Bills weren't doing that.
I don't even know how the Jaguars have any more money to spend. They've just went into free. That's gonna be a whole different team next year. They just went to free agency and just plucked everywhere. That team's gonna be a team to watch out of the AFC South. But
AFC South are gonna be electric.
Yeah, I got the Texans still coming out of their sorry tank.
That's all right. We'll see.
But
It's like John says, we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see.
Shit, y'all might finish last.
Ooh,
I'm just fucking with
we'll
you.
see.
And still make the playoffs.
Probably.
That whole division, bro. That whole division.
I'll take
bro.
that. Fuck it.
Right?
If you're in the show, man, that's all that matters.
Where'd Minshew go?
Raiders.
Vegas, dude.
Did you see what he said about Max Crosby?
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome. Big ass boy.
What's your nickname now? He's big ass boy.
It's so weird. Like, I feel like he fits in like everywhere. His personality fits in everywhere.
He's a vibe.
Man,
That boy might get like jumped in Philly or something though.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Nah, he got cred, bro.
You think?
Yeah, oh yeah.
He got street cred.
Casey's got the Texans, Jags, Colts, Titans.
I'm high on the Titans this year.
I like the Titans' little receiving core that they got going
That's
on
a
there.
lot of bread they invested.
They invested a lot of bread. It's just like I saw somebody like retweet their picture or whatever of like Calvin Ridley and DeAndre Hopkins and Tony Pollard. And they were like, this roster right here would have been elite like 3 years ago. And it's like, I don't know, man. D-Hop, he wasn't bad last year.
He's all right. I always said that wide receivers go to Tennessee to die.
Andre
If you think about
Johnson,
it, look at it, yeah, Randy Moss. I know there's a good chunk of other ones.
I guess that is a destination spot for. They just want to go to Honky Town, bro. They're just like,
I guess so.
this is where I want to end my career, right here.
I found this tweet the other day by Josh Larkey. It says Titans refused to give 24-year-old A.J. Brown 4 years, $100 million.
Yep.
But they were okay giving 30-year-old Calvin Ridley 4 years, $92 million.
Hey, no one said that they were
It's a
smart.
different front office.
I would say it's probably not the
Yeah.
same front office, though, right?
I don't follow.
Shaking up a little bit, yeah.
You don't follow.
No, I don't.
Oh, you?
like,
Yeah,
I
no, I
didn't-
got you.
I didn't know that was their front office.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have different management.
I just saw this. I was like, wow. That's kind of
Oh,
cool.
AJ
though.
Brown been a little crybaby bitch.
He's been a little.
So maybe go Titans.
I'm high on him. I
Travis,
think they're
don't
gonna be
say that
good.
shit. What's wrong with you?
Go Titans.
You got a Colts fan in the room, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, my bad.
You tightening up? That's what they say. Tighten up.
I like that.
Of course you do.
Yeah. What do the Colts say?
For the shoe, go Colts.
For the shoot, man. Matt Collins will never play for you guys.
That's all right.
That was a real knee slapper, Chris.
That's all right.
I don't get why you said it, but that's all right.
Oh, because he doesn't like shoes.
It's a dad joke.
Put two and two together. I got you. Okay.
That's a real knee slapper. Good one, Chris.
Thank you, bro.
Da-dunk.
I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to be a better sack of potatoes this week. I haven't had any bad takes yet.
They're
But
coming.
we're only about 30 minutes in, so we'll see. I probably have something up my sleeves at some point that you guys probably aren't going to agree with. I don't know. That's just.
You already
maybe a
said
little-
one second round safety.
Oh yeah, that's just because I know that'll just. That's a quick little like little tidbit, bro. Like I just know if I say that, that's gonna Johnson. But yeah, no.
Go Lions.
He's working on his mock again, bro.
I can't tell if he's still.
I know, dude. I'm pissed, man. I gotta fix everything, man. With all that's why I try not to do one before like the first week of free agency, just because it's like so many teams are out on so many positions now.
Yeah, we did. We just released ours. I did mine a couple days before free agency. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but still.
Oh, mine's horrendous.
Is it? Damn.
I don't think I have. I might have three right.
Damn. Out of 32.
And I was looking over at the the board over there where it says Washington trades up for Caleb, just like Howell. I'm kind of on board.
How about that? How about that?
We were completely off on the one above it, by the way. We need to erase that.
What was I say?
Gabe Davis of the Chiefs.
Damn, didn't happen.
Appreciate it.
We
I got
swung
a
and missed
close.
on
Did
that.
anybody hear? Were they in the running at all? Did they go after him at all?
I didn't see nothing.
By what I heard,
The Bears were the only other team I think that were going after Davis in a heavyweight. I think it was the Bears that gave him, and
The Bears wanted him bad.
They
And he wanted nothing to do with the
they gave
Bears.
him a similar contract.
He was like,
go hang out with Edmonds.
he was like, nah, I want to go hang out with Mitch Morse.
Chad Hall.
It's a good call.
I think
I think that was one of the main reasons why he
and
went
that's
there.
exactly like, because it kind of hit me. Like, 'cause, dude, the Chad Hall thing for me still is an interesting situation to me. Like, to take a lateral position somewhere else where, like, the guys in the locker room loved Chad Hall. Like, they bought them. I remember the one year they bought the man like a truck, dude, and like brought him to his house and surprised him with it. Like, they loved that guy. So like that was like a shocker to me when he left. But Gabe, I mean, he played his best ball under Chad Hall. Like, here we are. I can't really blame the guy for going down there where, you know, he's gonna get paid
I
one.
think he's
two.
from there too,
I
right?
would say he's right. He's from.
UCF.
Right, I would say he's from right in that
UCF,
area.
and
It just makes sense all around.
he
It's-
said, I think it came out. He said he was very excited as soon as the Jags called because they were like the first team to call.
Yeah.
Don't.
Oh, but if that was me, I'd be 6 feet underground, man.
That one go over my head too. I missed it.
It's
What's
it.
He had a bad-
Stop,
he had a bad
stop,
voice crack.
Stop. I had a voice crack.
Oh, I didn't know.
And me and John just were like, "Don't worry, man. I'll say something that he'll look up and he'll be like, dude, what the fuck is he saying?" It's coming, dude. No, not today, dude. I got
Coming
nothing,
up
dude.
today.
I got nothing bad to say. Other
That's
Bills,
gonna help it.
Maybe some water.
Yeah, maybe some
what,
water.
are you scratching your neck? You think that's gonna help? Is that
I'm not scratching. I'm rubbing it.
It's a difference, brother.
There's a
there
difference.
is? There is a difference. It just kind of looks like you got scratch marks in your neck, bro.
Maybe I was scratching it.
All right.
It's hot.
But with Gabe Davis, though, you think he has an opportunity for maybe wide receiver one down there? I mean, they didn't bring Calvin Ridley back. They still got Christian Kirk, but
Christian Kirk's their one.
He had a good
yeah.
game.
Christian Kirk was 10 times better than Ridley last year.
Yeah, Ridley, really, the only team that he absolutely torched, I felt like, was Buffalo. He just.
What's new?
Oh, he killed us both times.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought he got the Colts.
The week one, I front row and center.
Who from Buffalo? Who went to Indy from Buffalo? There was somebody that signed with Indy from Buffalo, right?
What, this year?
Yeah, didn't one of our guys?
No, the only thing that we did this offseason is bring all our guys back, which I'm fully on board with.
I mean, just you guys really didn't bring in too many free agents yet?
No, I mean other than I think his name's Roquan Davis.
Oh, from
defensive
Miami.
Tackle, Miami.
Yeah.
We brought back Trey Sermon, Michael Pittman, Kenny Moore, Zaire.
Got you right here.
Here we
Jannard
go.
Avery,
Here we go.
Grover Stewart,
Yep.
Zaire Franklin,
Yep.
Kenny Moore, Ronnie Harrison,
Yep.
and
Is-
what's that? Oh, the punter Sanchez.
Oh yeah.
Is Zay
Rigoberto.
Jones still
Yeah.
with Zay Jones still with Jacksonville?
Oh, and you guys
yeah.
signed Flacco.
Yeah.
Joe
I
Flacco,
forgot
bro.
about
I was
Flacco.
fucking through the roof when I seen that.
Oh, yo. NFL Comeback Player of the Year.
Holy shit, up to 8.7?
Hell yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah.
For Joe?
4 guaranteed.
4.5
I mean,
guaranteed.
if he's got to
What
step,
year
That's comeback player of
Yeah.
the year money, dog.
he
Come
might
on.
have to. He might have to step in for. You never
Mm.
know. Is if Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, he ain't playing a full season. We'll be seeing
Oh, it's on the
Flacco.
board. It's happening.
It is on the board. It's kind of a race, but it's on the board.
I don't know.
It
I
is
don't
kind of a race.
I don't know who put their dirty fingers on that.
Yeah, who plays the whole season? Who said that?
AR.
Fill in
Hey,
the blank.
Yeah, but who put that up there?
I didn't
Me and
write it.
Tank did.
Yeah, that was
Tank
between
says he
me and
plays the
John.
whole season.
And you're
I
saying
said he
John
won't.
no.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Naked Boy Zay Jones. I remember that.
Well, he's a free agent, isn't he?
I wasn't sure. I
I think
wasn't
he's still
sure.
on the Jags.
If he is still on the Jags, they got a nice little receiving core over there, Gabe. I just don't really.
Probably going to hit receiver first round, too.
I'm gonna say I'm sitting here thinking to myself like, Gabe Davis, Christian Kirk, and Zay Jones. If that's your receiving core, feels like a lot. Feels like a lot of possession receivers to me.
We got Parker Washington too. He Penn State. He played a couple times last year. He was all right, but
Yeah,
Where the Jags picking? You know, off the top of our head.
they gotta be early 20s.
Like 17 or something.
Okay. I was gonna say he just
Something like
barely
that.
missed the playoffs at 9-8, I think.
Cause we're at 15. They're a couple behind us. I know that.
It's a nice little spot to be.
I don't
15.
mind.
There's gonna be some guys there. There's gonna be some
Well,
guys there.
I mean, at this point, they could take whatever position. I prefer corner, but
There might be a corner there.
they're reporting maybe Brock Bowers slips that far. I just don't see him slipping that far.
Out of the top 10?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
There's
yeah.
no way.
He's
I don't
but
see
but
it.
he's like the only like after Brock Bowers, it's crazy how the tight end just like there's
Yeah.
nobody.
I can't name another one.
There's nobody solid enough to be drafted within probably the first 2-3 rounds, I'd say. It is
drafting 17.
it is weak
Yeah,
at the
17.
it's weak at the tight end position after Brock Bowers. If he fell, that would have to be that's like a best player available.
So like, you
just
got
gotta do it.
you
Like,
kind of
gotta
got
do
to pick
it.
them up.
Like,
You know what I mean?
who's your starting tight end right now?
Those Jelani, we got a full room. We got Jelani. He's coming back off an injury. He's posting his workout videos. This dude's a fucking monster. Kylan Granson, he's all right. Will Mallory, they drafted last year out of Miami. Andrew Ogletree, which he's just coming off like some type of domestic
I was gonna say,
violence
what's up with
situation. We'll
Ogletree?
see. But he was really good for us, but I don't know what that situation's looking like.
Hey man, you could just have the next superstar.
Mo
tight end
Alley
right there.
Cox.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, Mo Alley. Mo Alley.
Dude's still in the
He's
league.
still there. He's still there.
Holy.
And he's played all of his ball with Indy, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like he's been in the league for 50 years.
Yeah, and there's been rumors the past like couple seasons that maybe like cutting him or trading him. It hasn't
He's
happened.
like,
Him
nope,
and
I'm staying
Daniil
there.
Hunter are one and the same. They're always on the trade
Yeah.
market, always going to get cut.
Just never got moved.
Daniil Hunter finally did.
Yeah,
And he went and got paid.
low key a little sick about that.
I just don't. Well, I don't know if I'd have given him all that money.
I would.
Which I'm kind of glad we didn't bring him on because it was reported that like literally an hour before he signed, they said that Indy was pursuing him. But then after I seen Houston paid him that money, I'm like maybe
That's a lot of money.
maybe
for
I'm
him.
a little glad that they didn't pull the trigger on it because they said he received offers that offered him more money than that. But yeah,
You guys probably were one of them.
Who knows?
maybe.
Man? Who knows?
Just waiting on this L'Jarius Sneed news.
Oh,
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
just still waiting for him to get sent somewhere. What about? I find it interesting. T. Higgins requesting the trade. I thought it was funny that Bills fans even thought there was even a remote sniff at that. That was the stupidest thing. Like
I think it was just because Deion Dawkins sat out like up in Adams or something.
right. Well, yeah, and he was and all.
What was doing getting old Jets players?
Hey man, as long as we don't get none of them Jets players, man. There's not a Jets player that I'm even like, yeah, I want him. At least I'm talking about on the open market right now. But well,
I
don't.
was in on that Huff. I drove
Bryce Huff, yeah.
Yeah.
He
Would
got
he
paid
go to Philly?
too for Philly.
He got
yeah.
paid.
Yeah. Huff. If we needed a tackle, I would probably be in on Mekhi Becton like that. I didn't even know that he was a free agent.
He has interest with the Bengals.
Yeah, I think he visited them. I mean, you want to talk? How about the Dolphins losing all these free agents, though, man? Like,
They have
I
a
think it's.
sneaky free agency though. I low key fuck with their free agency. They got.
Yeah.
Come on, me and Tink agree.
Yeah, we were talking about a little before we went live here, before you guys came in. Like, they did lose a lot of players, and it's going to be tough to replace Christian Wilkins. But
I low key
guys are
fuck with their
filling
free
in,
agency so
yeah.
far.
Yeah, well, you look at it. They let Christian Wilkins walk. Okay, that's cool, but it seems like they're set to pay Tua turn the ball over
Yeah,
a lot of money, and to me, you pay him a lot of money. I think
that's stupid.
that ruins your offseason right
I know
there
it.
for me, because you ain't. I don't even. The guy hasn't even brought you an AFC's championship, let alone.
So I found this tweet. This was interesting. 716 TJ. He goes, the gap is getting bigger. Dolphins key losses under 30. Brandon Jones, Christian Wilkins, Andrew Van Ginkel, Xavier Howard, Robert Hunt, Jerome Baker, Isaiah Wynn, Braxton Berrios. They have 6 draft picks this year. Bills key losses under 30. Gabe Davis, Deontay Hardy, Serrano, and they have 11 draft picks.
It's a regroup, get younger, and they got money next year for the Bills. I mean,
I think that's pretty amazing.
It is. It's a good. I feel like when you're in cap hell, quote unquote, we'll say, and you have 11 draft picks, and I think the Bills have. I'm not gonna say put together an amazing offseason so far, but I'd say a pretty damn good one so far. Like
Bean always finds a
the
way.
guys that they brought back, I'm with. I'd rather the AJ Epinesa contract. I would rather sign that contract than pay Leonard Floyd. Leonard Floyd, he got paid. I think
Niners, yeah.
I think he's gonna get a little bit more guaranteed money
2-year,
than what
20.
AJ Epinesa is gonna get. The thing about I looked at the both of their production. Obviously, AJ got hurt in the middle of the year, and that will put a damper in what he's gonna produce on the field. But you look at Leonard Floyd. The guy didn't show up the last seven weeks of the season. Yeah, okay, he had a monster beginning of the season. What did he finish with? 10.5 sacks. The guy put up a really good year. Non-existent in the back half of the season. Didn't show up in the playoffs. And yeah, Philly picked up Devin White.
I was just reading.
That's what you're saying. What did he say? What is your prediction for Marvin Harrison? Marvin Harrison will be in the top 3, no doubt. Top 2 probably. Maybe 1.
I'd say top 4 is the safest.
It's a safe
slot,
bet.
yeah.
It's a safe bet because you got to assume, like you guys said, Washington trading up for. If Washington trades up for Caleb, that's.
Caleb Williams is a bear.
Bear down.
Mm-hmm.
He
What do you think? What do
That
you
is
guys?
true.
What do you guys think the trade compensation would have to be for the Commanders to jump up to 1?
Just got to go one spot.
where how far back are the Commanders from 1?
They're 2. So
They're at 2.
they just
Oh,
got to
okay,
jump
so-
up 1. Yeah.
So you got to jump up 1. So you give him the second overall pick. You probably definitely
Next
give
year's
him
first.
next year's first.
Yeah. Well, what
Probably
was
got
the
a 4th and
deal?
5th.
Yeah.
What was the
third,
deal for the
fourth.
Panthers last year?
They sent him. They sent what? They sent
Obviously, last year's, this year's,
Yeah.
DJ Moore,
Yep.
and I think some other random like later round picks. I think 2
Yeah.
other ones.
It's going to cost you 2 first.
And
at
they jumped
minimum,
up. They
so-
jumped up from
It always
9
will.
9-1.
And
Yeah,
if
but
you're
it's still. I
dude,
mean,
if you're-
if you take the players out,
Right.
If you're the Bears, if you're the Bears and you think about it, you move back 1 pick and you gain another first-round pick next year. I get it.
And
I
they
get
still
it.
have the 9th spot.
And I get it. I get who's on the board, and I understand like you trade back to second, you're not getting them. But I don't know, dude. Like I'm not like this. I guess is gonna be my take that everybody's gonna be like, I don't know if I agree with you on. Not my favorite quarterback in this draft.
Caleb, you're saying?
Not my favorite. I don't like the
John
whole.
Fox with it.
I don't like the whole. I hate the attitude thing, like where it just seems like it kind of reminds me of like
So
the
you don't like
Eli.
Caleb.
You remember like
I don't, but he's the best quarterback on the
you
board.
remember the Eli Manning thing where like Eli
I kinda
Manning.
tuned that one out. My bad.
Remember the Eli Manning
The
thing?
attitude thing is what got me. You don't like his attitude.
His attitude stinks.
Your turn.
Is it?
It is your turn.
You remember the Eli Manning thing?
Yeah.
It's just that rubs me the wrong way. Like it's not gonna matter to me because he's not my franchise quarterback. But I don't want that to be my franchise quarterback.
See, I don't know if all of it's true though. I mean, we're gonna find out draft night if he's gonna refuse to go
I'm
to
not
Chicago
going.
or
I'm
anything.
not
but
going.
I don't know, bro.
No, he wouldn't refuse.
That's what I'm saying.
In all of his interviews
And-
at the combine, he said, "Why would I give anybody else my time when I'm going to be a
And I don't-
Chicago Bear?"
Well, he didn't give interviews to anybody outside the top 3,
He didn't give
and
it-
I don't
yeah.
blame him at all because it's like I'm going to one of these places.
Well, let's say what the top 3 is: the Bears, Commanders, and the Patriots.
Yeah,
Yep.
All need quarterback.
My favorite quarterback in the draft is Drake May.
he's getting the C.J. Stroud treatment this year.
I mess with Drake May, man. It's also the quarter. I don't know. It's
It depends
sometimes
it depends which ones they fall in love with. We'll put it at that. If
Right.
the Commanders really fall in love with Caleb and the Bears don't really see them pick him up and fit in with what they're trying to build there, then you'll probably see a trade. But if the Bears love him, they're not going to take nothing for him.
Right. No, absolutely. I don't know, man.
Falcons and Eagles are being investigated for tampering.
Mm.
Did you guys hear about that?
There's so much juicy news everywhere, dude.
Saquon and Kirk Cousins.
I did hear about it. It something seems like there's a little fishy there because it hit the tampering period and it was, I kid you not, I remember I was playing PlayStation with Dylan and it hit the tampering period and it was like, nope, Saquon to the Eagles. I was like, wow, that was fast. There wasn't a whole lot of tampering there. They just knew it. Like, and then announced pretty soon after that was Kirk Cousins to the Falcons. It happened a little faster than I thought. So maybe there was some conversations had between some people at times that they weren't supposed to. For one, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that's like if they're a pending free agent and there is no more games to be played, I get it. I think it's stupid. Like I don't think that they should be punished in any way or form. Because if
losing a draft pick.
if you talked to him 2 days before you were supposed to and he was still gonna make that decision 48 hours later, It makes sense. I get the rule. I'm not going to argue that, but it's a stupid thing to potentially lose a pick over. If I'm going to be honest with you, if he was going to leave anyways, it's a stupid thing to lose a pick over. That's my take on it.
What?
I figured we were going around the room with that one.
What do you think of John?
I don't care.
He said, "We'll see.
Hey, we'll
see.
see.
We'll see.
We'll see what happens. We'll
Fuck
see
the
what
Dolphins.
We'll see what Roger Goodell says.
He'll be
Frauds.
Atlanta frauds.
Atlanta frauds.
Every GIF in the book.
I got nothing.
I got nothing.
We'll see. All right.
We'll see.
All right.
Good talk.
My back's hurting from that take. I carried that one. You got nothing?
I thought it was. I thought it was a pretty interesting topic. I mean,
So elaborate on it. If it's interesting, elaborate on it.
Add to the conversation,
oh
Travis.
my god,
My back's
I
hurting.
I was.
Okay.
Okay. Your face is getting a little red. Maybe you should tone it down. Take the head off. Take the jacket off.
Hey now.
Okay.
I don't think it was that.
Yeah, I just think it was pretty wild because it was fast, and also Kirk Cousins, 4 years, $100 million. He's 35.
Greatest agent of all time.
Yeah.
I don't.
Coming off an Achilles.
Come on. Can we talk about how Kirk Cousins in all these interviews? There was like a Redskins interview. He's like, "I want to retire a Redskin," and then like,
Oh yeah.
and then the next one, it's the Minnesota one. Is like, "I want to retire a Viking," and then in the third one, it's like, "I'm gonna retire a Falcon."
He
And then,
probably will retire.
and then he goes and he's like, "I just want to win some football games, and who knows? This might not be my last contract with him." Oh, you're gonna get paid by him.
I'm just amazed.
You're about to
4
get paid
years,
by these guys.
$100 million.
It's good PR.
35.
I think he's officially top 3 in all-time earnings now.
Who's his agent?
He was up there like top.
God, Jesus
300
Christ.
You got one playoff win in 12
Yeah.
years, and you're making all this money.
Who's that one?
That's the one thing Cam Newton has said on whatever podcast he has that I'm like, okay, I actually agree with him. One thing I don't agree with is Cam Newton is not stepping on any football team and playing better than any of the 32 quarterbacks in the NFL right now. I'm sorry. His shoulder is so shot. Like, you watch him throw footballs. But
It's because these kids at his camp keep jumping. They
They had
gotta
him against the
chill.
freaking
dude,
fence.
okay, he was standing on business, man.
Yeah.
There was like 4 of them, and he handled all of them. All of them.
Without throwing a punch. He was standing there.
All right, maybe he is that guy. I don't know.
Give him a break.
Maybe I better watch what I say. But I do agree with this take. One playoff win in 12 years. I don't know if I'm paying that guy all that money, but they're investing in him. They're investing. They already have talent over there before they've invested in him, man. I mean, Bijan and Kyle Pitts might finally get used, so we'll see.
Drake
You did
London.
see, you
Drake
did see
London.
What Kyle Pitts said.
Drake
Yeah.
London.
We don't have to change number, or you don't. What do you say?
Just give me targets,
Give
man.
me targets.
Kirk said good answer.
I want that number.
I hope we get him in for our fantasy draft this year for Emerge.
Oh, I was like, I don't know if we'll be going after
gonna
Kyle
be-
Pitts over the
He's
next
gonna
couple
be
of years.
Bill.
No, I hope we get him.
He'll be a BillsAholic pod.
I hope he'll be in BillsAholic Pod.
We'll see when we're up on that stage who we're going in the first round.
You guys get front and center.
We'll get
this
front
year.
and center, top stage.
Right with that trophy, wherever that trophy is. But
Oh, what kind of champions are you?
It was over there.
Hey,
last
man.
week.
You just throw your championship in the floor in the corner? The disrespect of this league, are you kidding me? 1 year in, you win the league and you just throw the trophy in the garbage? Like, are you guys the MLB commissioners? Just a piece of metal? Is that what this is to you?
Look, man.
After all the years of dedication I built this league up, and you guys just tear it down? 1 year in, are you kidding me?
Look, man. I got no words.
It was up here last time I checked.
But
I don't
Tank,
know who moved it.
The
think,
disrespect.
you think I can get that, man? You think I can?
Could have been landlord.
You think I can hold that?
Well, you might as well, because, I mean, it's just been sitting in the corner collecting dust.
Say, oh my gosh.
Jeez. Yeah, look at that.
Want to be the Bucks?
Got
You want
some
to play a
eye.
little catch with them?
No.
You want to grab?
No.
Okay, back to you.
Fuck these guys, man.
I like
I'm
that.
with you.
You kidding me? Like, what is this?
This guy. Okay, I know you're not on the logo yet, but start acting like you're gonna be on the logo.
Jeez.
By the way, we gotta upgrade that logo.
I didn't even know it was over there.
It's been there this whole time. I didn't say nothing. 'Cause,
Okay.
I mean, the disrespect.
I don't think you noticed it either.
I noticed it.
They probably.
How do you
shut
think
down
I knew where it was?
You know what
right
I
away?
noticed on this
How do
trophy?
you think I knew where it was right away?
That's fair. You know what I noticed on this trophy?
What's that?
There's no Tank Talk Pod engraved on the side of this trophy.
There will be. After seeing the way you guys disrespected it, yeah. I'm going to do everything in my power to bring that trophy home. You kidding me?
It's going to be on your stage every single week, huh?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're going to treat it with some respect.
You're treating it like your water. It's on the
Oh, man. Oh, that
You're
looks...
lucky he wasn't here to see that.
We're just lucky that looks... Okay, the water didn't spill or anything like that. Let's not make the guy nervous with his nice equipment over here. Everything's fine.
Not only you disrespect the Emerge Party, you disrespect the owner.
Oh, that's... No,
Are you
that's...
kidding me?
That's... We got to get...
While he's sitting here?
He wasn't in the room while it happened.
Even worse.
And I moved the water back, and the water didn't even fall. We fixed... He caught it before he... Yeah, wait, are we...
You kidding me? What is going on here?
He's just recreating the.
Are we disrespecting Emerge?
I would say.
I feel like we're not, but
Just relax. Take it easy.
Drew says that's one sexy trophy.
Thank you, Drew. Worked hard for it.
Funeral.
We sat in the corner of that room and drafted a nice team. We were nervous as shit while we did it, but we did it. We did it.
It's like, okay, BillsAholic on the clock. We got Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
That's how it went, probably.
And Travis was like, "All right,
We're picking number one.
we're picking number one. Well, we're gonna finish number one." He was just foreshadowing. That's all he was doing. I thought that was
Enjoy
like.
it. Enjoy it while you can.
I think
We
that
know it was the cringiest one. You've said it before.
I was like sitting there. I was like, "Wow, that's gonna get these guys going."
Yo, he says, since we're the BillsAholic, we gotta get Josh Allen, our Lord and Savior.
Our Lord and Savior, Josh Allen.
Who else did we draft by the Bills? We drafted a funny one.
I'm just salty, bro.
I don't know. Are you salty because the
Team-
trophy
Yeah,
stuff?
I mean, I seen we lose the league and seeing the way you treat the trophy after. Yeah, I'm a little upset right now.
Look, man. I got nothing.
I
was
made
let-
that trophy myself
It's a nice looking trophy.
on Facebook Marketplace.
It's a nice looking trophy, man. I appreciate it. I think it looks good with the BillsAholic pod on it.
We appreciate you.
Sure you do.
Paying for Bills.
We'll
Sure
start
you do.
we'll start taking better care of it.
We're gonna have like trophy cleaner next to it and a rag and
Yeah, I'm gonna come in and shine it next time.
Just like John says, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Hey, I didn't see John jumping to grab it.
He didn't like. Just like you don't like Caleb Williams' attitude, you don't like your guys' attitude.
He said it.
All right.
I agree with it.
He said it. You didn't, but that's fine. All right.
I'm glad we got that out the way.
That's an interesting little topic, man. With all the football, I did not think we were gonna get into the Emerge party. Well, clearly I wouldn't have thought we were gonna get into it. I don't know when the last time it was on the set. I'm being honest with you.
Disrespectful bastard.
We gotta have some football news. We gotta get off the Emerge party, man. There's gotta be something. There's
Jaden
so much.
Clowney is planning to meet with the Jets.
Oh man, Travis.
Jets and the Panthers.
Okay,
what's
well,
that? What?
you gotta have more football news in
I
there
got
somewhere.
I know it's like kind of a lame one because like no one's talking about it, but Corey Davis plans to be reinstated.
Oh, coming
Jets-
back into the league.
Yeah.
The Jets probably still have his rights, right?
They released him from the injury /
Oh,
retirement.
well, I
thing.
want nothing to do with them.
No, but at the time I just thought it was funny because who'd they bring in? Didn't they have? Oh yeah, they cut him, or they just said. Personally, I thought they paid him a bunch of money to retire, and come out and say, "Yeah, I'm gonna retire," just so they can clear money for I'm drawing a blank. I see you, John, over there.
Well, I'm having a hard
It's okay.
time following on this one.
Sorry.
You lost me.
Randall Cobb. What are we talking about?
At the time, my opinion was I thought they just told Corey Davis to retire.
You
and
lost
we'll
our
give
live
money.
audience.
My bad.
He's out of here.
What I'm getting at is at the time I thought they paid him just to retire. And he didn't really want to retire at the time. That was my suspicion.
Okay.
And now he wants to be back in the NFL 6 months later. That's just my suspicion.
Oh, we'll see.
All right, you guys are up.
Well, I don't really got anything to that one. I don't have a take.
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of a lame, but
Oh,
people are talking about it.
no, it's not lame.
I mean, it kinda is.
Let's not throw that out there. Well, it might be a little lame.
It's a little lame. He might just go back to the Titans.
He might not make anybody's 53-man roster. Who knows?
He won't.
Who knows?
Just saying, it was a little suspicious. Retire 6 months ago, come back.
He just missed the game of football.
Okay.
This is an awkward podcast, man. I'm not.
Has that not happened before? Am I missing something?
No, it has happened before. But
Okay.
it's just-
Travis is just breaking news. Jeez.
Let the guy break his news.
I'm just saying, at the time, I just thought it was suspicious.
Yeah, no, I think it's suspicious. Let's talk about some other guys around the league that kind of went to what this generation likes to say, the ops. So funny over there, John.
You are this generation.
No.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm furthering myself away from this generation.
Why?
Okay.
I don't know.
Said that like
I
you
don't-
were 60.
I don't really got. Well, okay, fair enough. I don't really got anything against my generation.
Sounds like it.
A little bit. I don't got a whole lot of hope for what's gonna come from my generation. But what else? Our generation, by the way.
Get to the point.
Oh, okay, fine, Travis.
He said, today, Junior.
Aaron Jones to the Vikings.
Yep.
Jordan Poyer to the Dolphins. There's a couple others. Come on, let's help me spit them off.
Saran Neal to
Saran Neal to the Dolphins.
He missed a big one, Saquon.
Saquon to the Eagles.
It's really a running back shakeup. I love it.
Tip Mixon to the Texans.
Mixon to the Texans. Oh,
Henry to the Ravens.
Zach Moss to the Bengals.
Uh-huh.
Devin Singletary to the Giants.
That one threw me, man.
Buffalo Giants.
We just got done saying, Texans love him. Man.
Yeah, I know,
never
right?
mind.
At least we thought they did.
I'll just go fuck myself.
They want Joe Mixon.
What other running backs?
Trey Sermon went to the Colts.
He went back.
Re-signed there.
Oh,
I
where
like
did
that.
Gus Edwards go? Chargers.
Chargers. The Gus bus is heading.
Tony Pollard to
LA.
Tennessee.
DJ Dallas went somewhere too.
Yeah, I think he went. We're still waiting on Madison.
My boy Ty Johnson signed back with the Bills.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Gus Edwards to the Chargers.
I like that
Yep,
sign.
Still seeing.
Eckler to the Commanders.
Yep. Still got to see where former Bills running back Damian Harris, off of 4 games, goes.
Hopefully not. Hopefully nowhere near Buffalo again.
Swift to the Bears. I don't know if you
Yeah,
saw
that was-
that
Oh
one.
yeah.
That's
we
what
didn't say
kicked
that one.
off free agency,
Mhm.
essentially.
It was.
Yeah, we didn't
My
say
bad.
that one.
Trying to get there, boys.
Saquon. We already touched on Saquon.
Yeah.
That one is. There's a little bit of question marks for me.
Do we
on
hit
that one.
Jacobs to the Packers?
We didn't
Oh.
talk about
Not.
that. We didn't talk
Yeah, the
about
Green Bay
Aaron
Packers
Jones
for
to the
about a good
Vikings.
5 minutes had the best running back
that.
duo
They did.
in the league.
They did. In fact,
It just didn't make sense.
one of our good buddies is a Packers fan, and we were playing Madden with each other, and I broke the news to him. I was like, "Josh Jacobs, bro, you guys just signed Josh Jacobs," and he was like, he got all mad. He was like, "That's
Yeah,
a
like-
terrible signing. That's a terrible like." He was all mad. He big Aaron Jones.
He's
guy.
a big Aaron Jones guy.
He was like, he's gonna take away from Aaron Jones, and then about 2 minutes, well, not 2 minutes, but a couple,
Oh, he thought.
little while later, I was like, "Oh, Tyler," I was like, "Buddy,
Sorry about it.
they released Aaron Jones," and then all of a sudden he was kind of like,
Tyrone Taylor. That's what he said. Casey Hill. What? I'm reading the comments. I'm interacting with our.
I didn't say anything.
Holy shit! You're looking at me funny.
So did he. We both did.
I'm interacting.
Throwing
with
you
the
under the
fans,
bus.
right?
But we didn't say anything.
I'm interacting with the fans. Go ahead.
I wasn't even
I'm gonna
saying
go out
nothing.
on a limb and say this is probably our last Thursday show. We're just gonna go back to Tuesdays next
Yeah,
week.
dude. Holy shit. I didn't even say nothing. I read the comment, too. I knew
I'm
what
sure
you
if
were
it was a
saying.
Tuesday, you guys wouldn't have been tossing that trophy, Ron. I'll just say that.
Maybe not. It's kind of.
What were you saying?
I can't even remember.
Oh, Naeem Hines to the Browns is another running back.
Yeah. Looks like I'm not getting my jersey.
No.
Been talking about it for weeks.
Nope.
Looks
Nope.
like it.
Unfortunate, man.
Want to know how I figured out we weren't going Brian Thomas? Number 11. Not available anymore.
Mitch Trubisky.
It just wasn't meant to be.
Mitch took the 11.
Man, Mitch Trubisky had the audacity to take a cool number like that.
He's a cool guy.
Can't take 10.
You don't get the rights to take 11, 0, or 1 if you're not cool.
Well, you're still probably not getting Brian Thomas because he might be getting picked earlier.
He might. Well, he's.
Yeah, my hopes and dreams were shattered. It's cool.
I'm sorry.
That's all right, bro. It happens to us every year.
Yeah.
It just happened to you in April or March rather than February. But it's going to happen to us again in February.
Cool.
We're there.
I don't like the 5 you guys are giving off. What the hell?
Like, I don't know, man.
I'm not gonna read that.
Oh, read it, man. Nobody's telling you can't.
Go ahead. Casey, you didn't mess it up. It's okay. It's all
Okay,
Chris's
what?
fault.
What do you say? Okay, I can't read
My
that.
He's
bad
just
for getting off
apologizing
topic.
for getting you guys off
You said my
topic with
bad.
the Sabres.
My bad off topic. I'm going to go watch the Sabres and leave y'all alone. LOL.
Oh, that's
Okay,
crazy.
It's not your fault.
He's leaving us.
One of our biggest fans just left. We already lost. We lost the live audience. We're losing more of the live audience. They're just not in the room.
Well.
We're not doing a good job tonight, fellas. The juiciest podcast since the season, and we're fumbling the bag here. Fumbling the bag.
Happens to the best of us.
It's okay.
Want to just get into Bills losses?
Yeah.
Leonard
Since you guys are on like the negative Nancy train, you might as well.
Might
Yeah.
as well.
Yep. You might as well just talk about it, huh?
Yeah, Leonard Floyd to the Niners, Gabe to the Jags, Dane Jackson to the Panthers.
Thank fuck.
I tell you, I
Dumbass,
texted the group
dude.
right away as soon as I seen it. I was like, John's got to be fucking thrilled.
Nice, John.
Thank you, Drew.
Thanks, Drew.
Mitch to the Jags, Saran to the Dolphins, Jordan to the Dolphins, Naeem to the Browns. We released Trey White. What team do you guys think he goes to?
Chris B, I'm unsubscribing. All right. I'm the problem.
He lost his subscriber.
I'm sorry, fellas.
Who, Trey White?
Yeah, where do you think he's going?
Elderwood?
Whoa!
Jeez.
It's actually funny because that's a real nursing home.
So
Yes, it is.
It's kind of funny.
that is indeed. I don't
For you Lockportians.
like.
Fudge, I don't know, man.
He's not gonna get a bag anywhere. The
know where
guy's
I
coming
think
off an
he goes?
ACL tear and then an Achilles tear.
You know where I think he goes? I think
He'll
he goes
never
to
be the same
Steelers.
player.
Steelers.
I think he goes to the Steelers.
How
After
about-
they just released Pat Pete.
Yeah,
They're
well,
just,
Levi's coming home, so
Yeah,
Levi
Levi's
is coming home.
Levi's coming back to
ain't
Buffalo.
coming nowhere.
we're doing a little switch, a little flip flop. I think Trey goes to Steelers.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see, but I don't see it happening. Dude, if they
They
sign
spent all their money.
if they sign Levi, what's he gonna get? 2.5? He got beat up by Joey Burnt Toast Porter.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay, thank you.
Fair enough.
But if they were to sign
They can find that money.
like a guy like Levi, that means, wow, they hate Kyrie Elam.
which,
They won't even have him be a backup.
which is terrible because Kyrie Elam is
New
a
number.
fine cornerback number 3. If you have to ask me, a first round pick to cornerback 3 is fine.
New number. New Kair.
New coach.
New coach.
Yeah, fuck that John Butler.
You got a new defensive coordinator that's gonna make him excel in his game. I promise you that. I might get the Kyrie Elam jersey this year.
5.
I like the 5. Like any single digit. Like Teron Johnson's a jersey. Like if he gets extended, I might grab. But the single digit jerseys, like on players that deserve the single digit jersey. He's putting himself out there. Like number 5, it's not as cool as like to me as like a 0 or a 1 or like a 7.
Okay.
But like number 5, you got to play like at least semi decent to have that jersey.
Probably will. They just never. They
never give him a chance. And it seems like every time they do give him a chance, it seems like he makes a play here and there. So
And then he's right back off the field.
yep, and then they're like, okay, yep, we've seen enough.
Fuck it. Send Trey White back home. Send him to New Orleans, dude. Just
Fair enough.
Just good story.
Louisiana. You want to get in your top,
maybe.
your little segment?
Oh yeah, sure.
I've been
Did you do it this week?
I don't even know what we're talking about.
I've been looking
the
forward
best,
to it.
The best 2 free agents. Pick the best 2 free agents in your opinion signed since 2000 by the Bills, like that had the.
Oh
biggest
yeah, I got
impact?
it.
Okay.
I even picked 3
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
because I know you for a fact you guys are picking 1 that I already chose, so that's why I picked 3.
Fair enough. That's an interesting little. I like that from you, Travis.
Head of the game.
I've been looking forward to it.
All right. Well, why don't we do it like this? Why don't we go down? We'll go down with our number 1, and then we'll do our number 2, and you do your number 3, and I'll try to come up with a number 3 in my head as well because I like that. I like that a little different. Switch it up.
You go first.
Okay. My favorite. This I like this. This gives me the ability
What's
to
so
not,
funny?
not have my
It's the
guy
way-
get
It's
picked.
the way you said it.
He's like, you go first. You go first.
My bad. I didn't mean
It's
to.
your segment. You go first.
All right, Casey, I'm with you, bro. I'm a distraction. I'm gonna get up out of here.
He's gonna go watch the Sabres game. My favorite signing of since 2000, Mario Williams. 6 years, $100 million, $49.5 million guaranteed, and that was in 2012 from the Houston Texans.
Mine's the Q Spikes.
Oh, there goes my number 2.
See, I told you. That's why I picked it
Yeah.
early. I told you.
Yep.
Before the pod, I was like, I picked 3 just
I like
because I know one of them 2 are picking him.
Well, I'll come up with a different one while you're doing
So
this.
at the time, Spikes wanted to sign with a contender, but ultimately signed a 6-year, $32 million. How about that this day and age?
Right.
6 years, $32 million?
Back then was a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now it's like
I was like, oh, wow. What
That's like a 2-year. That's a 2-year
they're
deal.
like, oh, must be washed.
So we signed that with the Bills after the sheet wasn't matched by the Bengals. The year prior, the Bills signed him. They finished 27th in points allowed on defense. Made the Pro Bowl and first team All-Pro with the Bills. Bills ranked second in total defense with Takeo Spikes both years. Tore his Achilles 3 games in 2005 and was released in 2006. Little fun fact: Spikes never made the playoffs in his 15-year career.
Wow, poor guy was just like, he was just like the drought Buffalo Bills his whole career. That poor bastard.
That's why they sat him behind the beam.
He just never happened to pick like the right team to go to. My man,
He wanted to pick a contender.
you
and then he
couldn't
got-
find
he
a
signs with the
contender.
Bills.
I feel like nowadays, like, unless I'm wrong, I feel like nowadays as a free agent, you know who's going to be in the mix, and it's like Takeo Spikes just didn't know what was going on in
Just
the
funny
league.
because they
man.
were just coming off a 6-10 season in 2003,
like-
I think.
He was like, and they're gonna go. They got it. They got it.
Psych.
10 years ago, they were just in 4 straight Super Bowls. We're going back. Little did he know, we didn't even go back to the playoffs till 17.
Yeah, literally.
John, who is your favorite free agent signing since 2000?
First one, Jerry Hughes.
Mm.
Simply just because I got his autograph and shook his hand at my second ever Bills game. So it's kind of like a personal one there, but
I like that.
proof's in the pudding, man. He was here for quite some time, and
It's like 4th or 5th on all-time sacks.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure he's top 5 in Bills history of all-time sacks. So
Yeah,
did
no,
you do your
that's-
homework for the Who's the Man? Just in case I got another.
You might be coming up with another sack leader.
I just might. No, I'm not.
I was gonna say, oh,
But
I might
yeah.
be screwed.
Yeah, Jerry
like
Hughes,
that.
man.
I like that. All right. Number 2. I'm gonna have to come up with one off the dome real quick.
Ooh, off the muscle.
Off the dome here. Just because I'm not gonna go. Takeo Spikes was my number 2. I had the same thing. Signed same deal. I was gonna say the same. Well, you had a nice little paragraph. I like that.
I got a nice little
like that.
paragraph on all 3.
I like that.
I dug deep. I really enjoyed this segment.
All right. So second favorite free agent signing since 2000. And you know what? I don't have to look very far. I'm gonna go back to 2017. I'm gonna say Jordan Poyer.
Combo.
Jordan Poyer.
I was going to give him a shout out.
Yeah. Oh. That was an interesting one. I'm not gonna lie.
T.O.?
T.O. was like, bro, we stole Jerry Hughes from Tank's boy. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
we
pretty
did.
sure if I'm not,
Yeah.
was Jerry Hughes? Didn't we trade for Jerry Hughes from you guys? Didn't we send like Kelvin Shepard or something like that?
Yeah, we had Jerry Hughes.
Because I was heartbroken when we traded Kelvin Shepard.
Yeah, he had a decent stint with us.
My only thing was like, so kind of like John's like personal connection to Jerry Hughes was like Calvin Shepard was like the first Bills player that I like actually met in person, and then like it was a bowling event and he bowled with me for like 4 different games, and we just sat there.
Washington.
Not a chance, bro.
Okay,
I've been
take your word for it.
thank you, bro. The NFL player did not beat me when I was 10 years old. Now, he probably did wash me, but
No mercy.
that's kind of like the same thing. But I'm gonna say Jordan Poyer. I'm gonna go Jordan Poyer / Mike High because that duo that they found in
I was
17.
definitely going to give him a shout out.
That's like that just can't go. Especially, it's a little bit more emotional now that both of them won't be here. This will be the first year since 2017, but you can't look any further than that. They were the rock on the Bills defense for the last 7 years, leadership wise. They meant a lot to the community. But also their play on the field didn't miss either. So I'm gonna go them as my second favorite. I'm gonna give it a little duo right there.
I got my next guy is London Fletcher. Fletcher was signed away from the Rams where he won a Super Bowl with them. and was a tackling machine. Over the next 5 years, Fletcher played 80 straight games for the Bills and never had less than 133 tackles in his career with the Bills.
Dog. Yeah, all right. I'm going to give you that one. That was dog. Okay. All right. John, you got a second
I'm
one?
going to name my third, too, just because I like this story.
Yeah, go for it.
Fuck your second, honestly.
No, you go. No,
Now you got it, boss.
mine's next.
Now you got it.
No, I was saying mine's next.
Okay, well,
After yours.
I also had Mario, but I really don't got another one, man. I had Mario, Takeo, and then Jerry. So, yeah, y'all stole my thunder. But if I can hit a super throwback,
Hit a super throwback.
Cookie Gilchrist. One
Okay.
randomly one of my favorite players as I was like starting to watch football and looking back at like old Bills players.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know why.
His name is kind of badass.
Cookie Gilchrist.
Like, there's not a lot of other guys who are named Cookie.
His
Man.
story's crazy too. I don't know if you guys like know
I
his
don't
story.
know too much about his
What's
story.
the story?
Well, he technically got drafted by the Bills and Browns, but he chose to play for the Browns and then ended up playing for the Bills.
Oh, so
Super fun, but he signed a contract when he was like a junior in high school or something like that. His story is
he's
crazy.
a baller too. Yeah, that is kind of interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
It's a little tidbit from John. I like it.
we'll throw a little throwback.
I like that.
So, my third guy is Lorenzo Alexander.
Ooh.
It's a good one.
When Rex Ryan and Doug Whaley brought in Alexander, he was supposed to be on the downside of his career. Special teams guy, reserve guy. But not only was he a key special teamer, and in his first season with Buffalo, he recorded 12.5 sacks. Little fun fact, 3.5 more than he ever did in any year in his first 9 seasons with 3 other teams. Not to mention a very important locker room guy.
Yeah. I mean, he definitely played a huge role in the locker room for a long time. I mean, even into the McDermott era too. So he was rocking it for what? When did they get rid of him after the 20 season? Something like that. He stepped away.
Yeah,
Something like that. I don't
He
know.
dropped a lot of weight too, didn't he?
yeah, he did.
Early on in his career, something like that.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did.
Yeah,
'Cause
that-
he wasn't always a linebacker.
No.
Now he was a DN.
Yeah.
I like your list, man. I like your list.
Appreciate it.
It's a good little three banger right there from you. I like that segment too. I think when we get close to the draft, we should do like our top 3 favorite Bills draft picks.
Okay.
I would assume
From 2000.
we'll do from 2000. We'll do that again. I like that, just because, like, if you really look back, like, I mean, I can name. I'm sure we'll probably have one. Shouldn't probably look much further than the guy that's leading our franchise now would be my bet, but
Let's exclude him.
okay.
Ed
because
Oliver.
No, I was going Group.
Yeah.
Greg yourself.
Yeah.
Or Kyrie Elam.
Yeah. But Boogie Basham.
Ooh, not the best second round pick.
If he's on a
I don't
track
even
team.
want to.
Some of our draft picks are just so fucking bad.
Yeah, they are.
I can't wait till we
Marquez
start
Stevenson.
looking back to the early 2000s and we're like,
Who?
what the fuck?
What the hell were you thinking?
There's some pretty funny ones.
There is. Oh, I can't wait for that segment. That'll be one that we'll get up here.
I'm ready for your mock drafts, dude. I love that shit.
That is gonna be. I'm thinking we'll probably kick that for. Yeah, I feel bad for this guy. He's
Well, that's why he's gonna get an opportunity to do a new one.
He's stressing
Man.
about his. He's like, yeah, damn it, man. I think probably like first podcast in April we'll start that. Would probably be the best bet, and then just do like that through, like, until the draft. We definitely got to discuss some. We got some thoughts about the draft that I mean I'm gonna run past you, Tank, but that we got to run past you just to kind of figure something out. We want to do something for the draft on our end, try to set it up.
Okay. We'll talk about it after the fact.
Yeah, we'll have to go into some details about that. But no, I'm super excited about draft season. It's super, obviously, fun time in the NFL as far as news goes. It's crazy, man. I saw one tweet from, what's his name, Ari
Maroff.
Maroff.
I saw him. He was like, you guys might want to put my notifications on because he's like, and it was like 11:55 when he posted this. He's like, because in about 5 minutes it's about to get crazy. And I was like, well, how crazy is this really about to get? Oh, it got crazy. It got crazy, and that's like when you brought up the Saquon thing about the tampering. That's why I think they're just a little fishy that 12:05. It's like, yeah, he's here, he's coming here. Like, who knows?
But it happens every year.
It does. I don't think they're gonna do nothing. cares?
Who cares?
Like, are we all on the same boat? Who cares? Who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
Can we talk about, speaking of Saquon, was it Tiki Barber?
Dead to me.
Dead
Tiki.
to me.
What I love is that every fan base just picked that up and said that about all their free agents
Yeah.
leaving after
Gabe
that.
Davis, you're dead to me.
Yeah, not even a fan base. Like their former teammates. Like Lamar was saying that to Geno Stone, and Travis Etienne said it to Calvin Ridley. There was a bunch of other ones too. But
Yeah, because it's like, Tiki, who cares? Like,
The Giants didn't even offer him a contract. Bless you.
bless you.
and two,
That's for Tiki.
yeah, and two Saquon, yeah, Tiki, that's a sack of potatoes kind of take from Tiki Barber.
A little bit.
Like, let's be real. Saquon made a good. He said it the best, man. He's like, yeah, I want to win football games, but like, why would I not want to go somewhere they're giving me guaranteed money? Shit, I want to go somewhere where I'm gonna get guaranteed money.
Yeah.
If
And a
like,
better team.
Yeah.
Come on.
They didn't even offer him a contract. I guess.
Yeah, bro,
So it's
like-
like can't blame him.
like you, like yeah, and Tiki's like, you're dead to me. You're dead to us. I
Say
wonder,
dead
are
to us,
Giants
you're
fans
dead
like,
to
are
me.
Giants fans sitting there like, are they all agreeing with that? You think? Probably, right?
With what?
They're probably like, yeah, you're dead to us.
Oh yeah. It's all over the place.
They weren't doing nothing. Even if Saquon, he might win a couple more games. He's not going to win a Super Bowl, but he might win a couple more games. Actually, make the playoffs.
Probably a good chunk.
Isaiah McKenzie to the Giants.
Yep.
He's going to the Big Apple.
Shocker.
I'm sitting here. Right.
Real shocker.
Right. I'm sitting here thinking like,
That's a move we didn't see coming.
I actually like. It makes sense for him to go there, but it's like
Slot receiver central.
he's. Yeah, I don't know. He's an interesting character.
Yeah, he is.
Still haven't found out what the fuck he did in Indianapolis locker room. I don't think it's ever.
I don't know,
come
but he
out.
wants a Netflix documentary.
I'd love to see it.
I would love to see it too, if I'm being honest.
Does he want one?
He tweeted out. He said, "Hey, at Netflix, I need a Netflix documentary."
I would love to watch that.
Too bad he's not getting it. Netflix does not care about that. Probably.
They said, "Who are you?"
They're like, what?
YouTube, I need a YouTube documentary.
Yeah, come on, dude. Make your own documentary. You can pay for that.
I'll work it. Fuck it.
Oh, Benson again, 4-0. There's.
Fuck, 5.
Hey, man. Let's go.
Go Zach Benson. He's 18. Insane, right?
That I was thinking that at the Sabres game when I was there. It was not a lot of times. Well, I mean, I understand it's going to start to happen more, but like professional athletes being younger than me. it's
Yo,
like,
yeah. Wait till you get to where I'm at, bro. Me and Josh are the same age. Just let that sink in.
You're just as cool.
Yeah, well,
as
you
him,
have
bro.
a better beard, so.
And you're cool.
I
You're
appreciate
just
it.
as cool
Yeah.
as him, bro.
I appreciate it.
Your
Yeah.
name's
Maybe
Tank.
even cooler.
Your name's fucking Tank,
Yeah.
dude.
All right, guys, don't sauce me up, dog. Come on.
Ha
I'm saying it, bro. Like, what's Josh's name? Is Josh?
Tank.
You're Tank.
Yeah, that's a good point.
He is a tank.
That's a good
but
point.
Your name's Tank.
Yeah.
That's badass, bro.
Maybe we should switch names. Quite honestly, but what are you gonna do? The name was given to me. What do you
Josh
want me to
Talk
do?
pod, man.
You said what?
The Josh Talk pod.
Nah, I might just keep it.
Yeah, you,
might just keep it.
dude. You've had that for a while. That's your name.
He's a cool guy. I won't say nothing bad about him.
Yeah. There you go, man. Some Tank love there.
Yeah, we're rizzed him up.
We're raising him up a little bit.
I guess so. Yeah.
There you go.
Still, fuck you guys for throwing my trophy around.
All right, man.
Trying to
Is it a little bit less fuck you guys that we rizzed you up like
yeah,
that?
a little bit, but still, I ain't gonna forget that. You know.
It was an accident, bro.
I don't know.
I'd like to blame that on Moranto.
You're saying that now when he's not in here?
I think he put it there.
We had top behind his back.
Wait, it's I mean, you just
Somebody-
he's downstairs.
Oh, is he here?
Yeah.
I think he probably put it there.
Probably did that, motherfucker.
He probably forgot. He's got a lot on his plate right now.
Yeah.
The merge has things in the work.
New building.
Oh,
Coming soon.
I wasn't sure we were allowed to say that.
Yeah, it's not a secret.
I didn't want to say it.
We put out like an advertise. Yeah, it's.
That's gonna be exciting.
So he was away. He didn't know.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
You didn't know. You were away.
Thanks.
Not
Well,
really.
You were 4,127 miles away.
Oh, nice, dude. Ding, ding, ding. Good job, dude.
You're welcome. I listen to you.
I try to listen to you. I do listen to you. You just say
I
you
try.
fucking. You say that you hate me all the time.
I listen.
I listen. I hear that. I hear when you
John's
say that.
sick of you guys, bro.
I feel like he's just
He's
like.
been sick this whole time since the red light went on, bro. He's not having this shit today.
I
didn't say nothing bad today.
No, dude.
Bro, he asked you your opinion on Kirk Cousins. I don't.
Hey, fair enough. He doesn't got one. That's his opinion.
Yo. That's so
This
funny.
is certainly an interesting podcast today.
Yeah.
It's a goofy podcast.
I'm just saying, I'm not going to sit here and say it's been a negative podcast.
It's been a nice podcast.
I think there's been more negative podcasts in the BillsAholic pod history. I can think back
when
to
you
just
go saying some stupid shit.
I could think back to the last 3 before this one. And I got that being a little bit more negative than the one that we're on right now.
You might be onto something with that one.
Well, I think I can walk out of this room and not feel like I got absolutely buried by these guys tonight. So it's
Does
kind
he
of
want to?
no.
He's
no,
asking
no,
for
no.
it. Come on.
You're
No.
asking for it? Because we can.
I know you guys can. There's got to be more news that we just have not covered yet.
There's a lot, but
There's a shit ton.
That we have just.
Let's talk about Von Miller. We fuck with him now. We fuck with him.
Yeah,
now,
we
right?
like him.
What? Why?
Because
He did us a favor.
he renegotiated his contract.
He didn't have to do that shit.
He's betting on himself. So if he's gonna get paid, it's gonna be because he deserves to get paid. If he doesn't get paid, well,
He could just
Thank
like
you.
give me my how much does he owe?
I don't know, but I will say Von Miller
23,
had absolutely,
28, something like that.
other than being a team player, had no reason to do that, and he had absolutely all the leverage in that situation. He is under contract, guaranteed all that money. He could just say that he could have told Brandon Bean, he could have went what.
Just like Stephon Diggs is probably doing right now.
Yeah, I wonder how that's going because that was supposed to be a move that the Bills were going to make.
I saw a tweet today. Someone said, "Diggs, your turn."
Well-
I think. Did you see it?
No, I didn't.
I don't know if it was real or
Well,
not.
so-
but it was a tweet back. He said, "Nah."
Well, so I think that sounds about right.
Don't blame
But
him.
like, there is a part of Brandon Bean that's playing this really smart, and that's he's not pushing money back, like to continue this whole cap hell thing. Like,
Should have did that a couple years ago.
well, a couple years ago he didn't have a Von Miller contract, he didn't have a Josh Allen extension, he had this Stephon Diggs. He didn't have the. We extended Stephon Diggs, right?
Yeah.
So he didn't
4 year.
have that we're in a different ball game here. Like, I think what he's doing is smart. He could have pushed more of Josh Allen's contract back, but he didn't. And then he could do the Diggs, and then obviously Dawson and Von Miller, they just renegotiated their
Is that
contracts.
Dawson and Von.
So that's not
Oh,
money.
you.
That's not money that you're going to see randomly pop up like the next couple of years. They just did the
And then we
Bills a
still
favor
got the Trey White $10 million coming.
in June. Yeah,
So-
and you know what, that'll be nice to have, because if there's a sneaky veteran that is still waiting to sign
We
onto
saw
a
it
team.
last year
Yeah,
2 times.
you saw Leonard Floyd was the biggest thing, and that was a late like if I'm not mistaken, in June they signed Leonard Floyd. Like, that was a little bit before camp,
Maybe history repeats itself.
and
But you still gotta have money for the draft class. So
yeah, I think they're at the point where they're probably going to be good to sign their draft class, but I don't think you have to worry like that money in June. If they want to sign a veteran to a little bit of a 1-year deal, that Trey White money could do that. So we'll see. I'm just saying. I don't know. Obviously, we don't know who's going to be there in June. There might not even be anybody that piques our interest. There's a couple of other guys there's Ravens players that like you said, Geno Stone. I'm thinking in my head that went to rivals. Geno
Yeah,
Stone,
Cincy.
Patrick Queen, right? He went to
Pittsburgh,
Pittsburgh. The Ravens players like, fuck this shit, I'm out. There was a couple of them that were like, we're going to division rivals. That might be it. I truthfully
be
don't.
it,
I don't
yeah.
pay too much attention to the AFC North.
It's the two that stand out to me at least.
But
you were saying
John's
this
like,
past-
I'm going back in.
Go take a look.
I am curious. I thought there was a couple.
Well, you've been
more
talking
Ravens.
about it this past couple of days.
Yeah, the Ravens.
Because you already said there's been a lot of people that have gone to division rivals.
Yeah, and there's like this Ravens page I follow on TikTok, and he was like, and they're a little bit younger than us, but they got some sort of following, and he was like, oh, Patrick Queen, we had a video made for you, and you had decided to.
Oh, they're pissed at Patrick Queen.
He was like, and you decided to go to Pittsburgh.
Like burning jerseys.
I mean, can you blame him? That's to me like
Yo,
Jordan.
I mean, I would never, but
I wouldn't. I'm not a burn a jersey kind of guy.
hell no.
Like, I love having my jerseys. Like, that's one of my things that I like to actually like genuinely collect as a sports fan. But like, so burning the jerseys is always an extent. Like, that's just a little bit too far for me. I'll take a jersey off, slam it on the ground sometimes.
Sure.
But
About a nice Skip Bayless propping up his phone in the kitchen and him walking around the corner, huffing and puffing.
Definitely the first take.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Was there anything else that I missed from the Ravens as far as transactions went going to like another AFC North team?
Nah.
We won. Detroit is down 3-1 right now.
I thought he said he was done
We
with
need the
this.
Rangers to come back for I can't see past that. Is that 4-3?
4-3.
4-3 Tampa with 6 minutes left. So the Sabres are gonna do what they have to do. It's gonna wind up, dude. Like it's just like
Well, Sabres won.
oh they did win
4-0.
Yeah, we need
Oh, Detroit's
Yes.
down 3-1, and we need Detroit. If they lose, they're on a 7-game losing streak.
we'd like Detroit to lose, and it would be nice if the Rangers could win that game.
That'd be kind of cool.
Somebody pointed out the Red Wings started going on that street because they got new
The jersey patch,
new sponsors, garbage company or some shit.
and they're playing like garbage.
Yeah.
Dude, the Red Wings were on quite literally a 6.5 goal pace at the beginning of the year. They were never gonna be good till the end of the year, so they're just finally falling apart.
Which just so happens.
A lot of hockey talk today.
Yeah,
I love
think
hockey.
I was say I really do enjoy hockey, and then
Trying
when
to
it
get
comes
into it.
when it comes down to this time of the year where it's like crunch time, the Sabres of course just draw you right back in, just to break your heart in like a month.
They mess with you.
I think what do we have 15 games left after this, if I'm not mistaken, with a chance.
Something like that.
You got a chance to get 30 points, which obviously I know they're not winning the next 15 games, but shit, you almost
Maybe next
you
year.
almost have to if you want a chance, man. You got to like go
Well-
like. What's the other problem? is like
They
the
need
Sabres-
about 94 points to probably make that last spot. So I don't know what they're at about now.
Casey,
but
you don't have to apologize, man. It is.
Okay, I was joking, bro.
I say, Casey, it is that time of the year where having some extra things to talk about during the NFL offseason does not hurt a little bit, and especially seeing that's Buffalo related. So we're all.
the Sabres are on their bullshit. They'll make it close.
Yep.
We'll cry for a couple
You might-
minutes, and then we'll be back to normal.
Yeah, you remember when we missed the playoffs last year by 1 point? They lost. I'm pretty sure. If I'm not
They
mistaken,
stank.
Panthers.
one of the teams that they should have beat at the end there was the Devils, who was coached by Lindy Ruff. So that's tough. But feel bad. Casey does
Ruff
not.
got fired.
He did. It's kind of funny for all those again Sabres fans on Twitter. I get the Sabres
Think we
fans.
should go after Lindy
Yeah,
Ruff.
and it's like okay, so we're just gonna go take a step 10 years back, like
Yeah.
I'd love to have him in the front office, but
right.
head coach, no.
And you do see moves like that in the NHL where like guys
They'll
that.
come back
Yeah.
as an executive role, yeah.
Yeah. That'll be interesting to see because Kevin Adams that was
Yeah.
he was on the staff when Lindy Ruff was here, then he came back as the
Something
general
like
manager,
that, yeah.
like that.
He
Yeah.
stinks. He's got to go.
He does stink, but so far that's a win-win for both. The trade that we did at the deadline for Bo
Just took him.
Byram.
2 years too late.
Right.
These are deals that should have been done when he got here.
Right. I will say I will agree with what the guys are saying. It's
Yeah,
in
13
Casey,
years hurts,
Yeah,
but-
13 years is they are starting to come a little too close to a 17-year drought that Buffalo had. They gotta kill it before I'm pretty sure the Sabres have like the longest drought in all of sports right now, if I'm not mistaken, for missing the playoffs.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like between all of the main
All the four
leagues.
major sports.
Yeah, like
They do. I think. They might be tied with the Jets.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jets.
Oh.
You got to be up there.
I think they're
the
tied with the Jets
What
right
the Jets
now.
last time they made it was with Sanchez in the AFC Championship game or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, ouch! Imagine that's your last. Like imagine I think they went to back-to-back AFC Championship games too.
They do.
Like imagine you go back-to-back in that third year. You're like, all right, all we got to do is reload. We're one step away from the Super Bowl. Like, and then you tell yourself, wow. If you look back and you're like, wow, we didn't even make the playoffs the next 13 years. That's brutal.
Well, their issue with Mark Sanchez was good. Like he was actually that offense was
Serviceable
good.
at the time, yes.
And then for whatever reason, they fire their head coach. They tear shit down, and the team literally never built themselves back up. I don't know.
It's crazy.
Had one of the best corners.
Their fall down is crazy.
It is. And I don't even know if they're ever going to get back up.
Hey, I got
Eventually.
2 former Bills player signings we would like to get your opinions on. Maybe Let's take a look here. What happened today? Seattle Seahawks signed Terrell Dotson, and Texans signed Tim Settle. Any thoughts or opinions there?
Dang, stole my thunder, man.
Oh, you had him up.
I was just about to get into
I was
the
going to bring you
Texans.
guys back in. Here we go.
I like it.
Looping us back in. I like it.
Here we go.
Tim Settle
To Texans.
to the Texans.
Jordan Brooks went somewhere, right?
Miami. Yep.
Miami.
Okay, so he's that replacement.
Yep.
Okay,
Sure.
good for him, man.
Vikings.
Because he was on a trajectory to be just a role fucking special teamer, and dude, he's probably gonna start in Seattle.
Oh yeah.
Good for him.
Oh yeah. T dot. I mean, he played solid ball here at the end of his
did.
career at the Bills. I will say, from what I've read about Morrow, I like him. I think he could be a decent replacement for T dot. We'll see.
Well, if we stay healthy, he's never gonna see the field.
I trust me. I want to stay healthy. That's all I say. Like, fuck the Bills they deserve that. Like, they deserve a healthy season because they've been crucified the last 2 years.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, with being crucified the last 2 years, it's just kind of you go into the season, you're like, all right, who's gonna get hurt and when? Like, that's just what it feels like for us.
Yeah.
But I feel like he could be he's a backup. Like, you're right, he's a backup player, and that's what T dot was before all the injuries. So
Played
hopefully we don't have to see him.
Played his
That's
best
basically
season last year though with the Eagles. That's pretty cool.
He looked solid.
I'd assume he's the
He's also the guy.
Matakevich replacement too.
Yeah.
Oh, for
He
special
ain't coming
teams.
back.
Oh damn,
Oh,
my friend
no.
has his towel.
We lose a core special teamer.
Oh darn it!
Hey, we already lost.
Yeah, we
So
were.
here's the mess. We still haven't fired our special teams coach, and
Dude, he's a lifer.
both of our special teams best players are gone.
Yeah.
Our special teams is gonna be doo doo.
He's trying to prove a point.
Fuck, they were doo-doo this year. Who cares?
And they're gonna roll with Matt Hawk.
I like it.
All right, I'm not gonna say that I don't like. It's a punter, so like for me, as long as he
More importantly, he's T-Bass's holder. That's what I was seeing.
Okay, fair enough.
I seen that too.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Tim Settle, man.
Yeah.
2 year
I got nothing to
worth
add.
up to $7 million. Good for him.
They're saying that Mike. Oh yeah. Sal was saying a couple hours ago that because the money didn't come out yet, because a 2-year deal, it would be cool if it was a composition pick. But if it's 7, what qualifies as a composition pick?
I think it's got to be over like.
Why would we get a comp for him?
That's what, hey, I'm just saying what Sale said. I didn't say it. Sale did.
Sale.
Why are you yelling at me?
Sale.
Because
Yo, speaking of comp picks, where's our 3rd round pick?
We got robbed.
got a 4th.
Shafted us for a 4th?
Like they even showed like
That's crazy.
people posted the breakdown. The
It's your
Bills got
safety.
they got robbed.
That's our safety right there.
They got robbed.
Robbed us of our safety. Now we're going to have to go get him in the 4th round.
And of course,
Maybe
last
it's
time,
shame.
last time they drafted like a 4th round safety was Jaquan Johnson.
He played.
Not well.
He played.
He did have to play. In the year he played, though, I don't know if like you could watch Jaquan Johnson highlights. In the year he played, the Bills were usually blown out. Like I can think back to when we played the Texans and we just absolutely crucified the Texans, and he got like a pick, I think, in that game
Him and DeMar Hamlin were in.
at the end.
He played.
He played.
He played.
He played.
That's all I got to say. He played.
He played, man. He did. That's all right. All right. I don't even know what to say. You caught me off guard, but he played.
He played.
We'll see.
We'll see, but he played.
We'll see.
Where'd he go? He went somewhere. Last year.
Raiders.
He's
How do you know
probably-
that?
Travis is locked in,
I was
bro.
afraid.
He's a big Jaquan Johnson fan.
He's locked in.
Are you?
No.
Hmm.
Never was.
Bring back Rashawn Wild Goose.
He is.
Please, where's it? Do we have an update on him?
Jets.
He is.
Isn't he?
No, he is no longer in the NFL.
He's not?
Bring him
Should
back.
be.
He is no longer in the NFL. He is pursuing his YouTube career.
Is he?
He is
I
pursuing.
might go
YouTube.
sub to him.
He is pursuing
Fuck
his
it.
YouTube
I'm
career.
about to send him a message. What's up, brother?
He probably will respond.
He probably should be on BillsAholic Pod.
He
should be a
is-
Bill.
He is a YouTuber. I watched. A
I'm
couple
with
of his
it,
YouTube-
bro. I'm about to hit him up. For
I
real.
would say I watched his YouTube videos, and he explained getting drafted by the Bills, and then the two like where he left after the Bills and stuff like that. And then he's just like, I'm pursuing YouTube, and
He's got a decent following.
he's got like
It's got to be if you're Wild Goose. You got to.
he's got if I'm not mistaken, I think like at
Look it
max
up.
like 1,000 subs or something like that, which that's more than what the BillsAholic Pod has. So I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna knock the guy. He's starting off successful, but as you should when you're.
I'm about to look him up.
I'm pretty sure. Unless I'm going crazy. Rashad Wild Goose.
You know his YouTube?
Well,
Because if you just look him up, it's just highlights.
Easiest way for me to try to find him.
I'm about to get him on Instagram right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say just go to his Instagram, and then if you go to his Twitch, and then you click on it, it'll open up his YouTube link, and it's Motion Goose. I did not think we were gonna get a Rashad Wild Goose shout out on this, but shout out to Rashad Wild Goose.
He's got 675.
I'm gonna say this:
Yeah, he did.
Rashad Wild Goose.
As much as Tank Talk podcast.
At Rashad Wild Goose, if you want to get up on the BillsAholic Pod,
My story from NFL YouTube.
you are welcome.
I'm definitely watching that tonight after I get home.
No, we're playing it as soon as we get off air.
You want to?
Oh yeah.
All right, we're big. The BillsAholic Pod is big. We're big Rashad Wild Goose fans. Okay, I got his glove. He wouldn't even remember that, but he signed his. The first time I ever asked a player for his glove, and he actually gave it to me, and he signed it.
I was next to you.
He signed it right on the Nike logo. So shout out to Rashad Wild Goose, and maybe we'll actually try to pursue getting him on the podcast. That'd be kind of funny.
He did it 24 hours without my phone. Never again.
Yeah, bro.
How do you record it?
I don't know.
A camera.
That's a question. That's a question that if we get him on the podcast, we can ask.
I'm down.
I'll try. I'll see if I can get at him.
Yeah, knowing Chris, he gets the love from players. Tell the story. That was kind of. I liked it. Poyer.
Which one? Oh, I can't even believe we went this long without. I actually shot Poyer a DM after he got released, and I was like, "Yo, appreciate you. Appreciate your time with the Bills. You were one of my favorite players. Throughout the, and I thank you for breaking the drought." And he shot back a message and was like, "Appreciate you. It's all love on my side." And then he said, "I'll just read it," but it was like, it kind of got to the there was a little part of it where I was just like, "All right, this doesn't really seem like it correlates with the conversation that we're having." But he said, "Appreciate you. Know it's love this way. Stay present. Stay connected. Love and love some more." JP21.
Maybe that's his motto.
Boy, that thing copy and pasted.
Maybe, but it's just still sweet.
He didn't have to
That's
respond,
cool,
bro.
though. That's super cool.
He definitely did not have to respond, but he did. So it was pretty sick. Damn, we gotta. Yeah, I'll DM Rashad Wild Goose. I'll DM him after the podcast. See if I can get him on here. That'll be badass.
We're watching his video right on the screen.
Maybe we'll watch his video. I think it's probably a pretty solid time to jump into the Who's the Man. Who's the Man? All right. Who's the man? Who's starting us off this week? I think I started last week.
I'll go.
We'll switch it up this week.
I'll go.
I'm gonna do this real quick.
All right, I'll go.
No, I'm going.
Okay.
I got up.
That's feisty.
Played football at California.
Jeez.
Panthers signed him as an undrafted free agent in 2005. Second team All-Pro in 2016. Two-time All-Pro, Pro Bowler 2012 and 2016. Panthers 2005. Ravens 2006. Washington 2006 to 2012. I kind of muttered there. Cardinals 2013. 2014 with the Raiders. 2015. My bad. Let me name these teams again because I forgot a comma. My bad. Panthers 2005. Ravens 2006. Washington 2006 through 2012. Cardinals 2013 through 2014. Raiders 2015. Bills 2016 to 2019. In his career, he had 472 tackles, 33 sacks, 12 forced fumbles, 4 fumble recoveries, and 3 picks.
Team he played for before the Bills was,
The Raiders.
and he played for a team after.
Nope.
Oh, so the last team he played for was the Raiders.
No, last team he played for was the
The
Bills.
last team he played for was the Bills, but the team before was the Raiders.
For 1 year, 2015. You can read if you want. That was a lot. I actually need water. I'm running dry. So I was muttering.
Fuck, that was a lot. What was his college? Cal?
Undrafted. I can give you the phone after.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at the phone.
It was a lot.
He might have me on this one.
It was a lot.
That's gonna be a good one. Because I know I'll probably be like, damn. Raiders.
Hell no.
I'm thinking he's a linebacker. With the
Appreciate that, Tank.
So with the tackles, like the tackles, the sacks, the forced fumbles, picks. He might have more picks if he was a linebacker.
Not necessarily. Wait, that's his career stats?
Yep.
He was not that solid.
Oh, so he wasn't that good.
He was ass.
Wow.
He had a All Pro. He was
He was a Pro Bowler
second
twice.
team All Pro twice. So when he played for the Bills,
He was a Pro Bowler twice, but he made it an first All Pro once.
and so in 2016 he was an All Pro.
Mm-hmm.
So when he played for the Bills, he was an All Pro.
Mm-hmm.
Did somebody comment it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. I didn't want to look if somebody did. So he's an All Pro in 20. So the season he played with the Bills, he lit it up. 2015 would have been the year with
With the Raiders.
Oh yeah, no, I'm lost.
Played 1 year at the Raiders before he came to the Bills.
What were the years
What's
with
that?
the Bills?
That's from Buffalo to Seattle. That's T-Dot, I'm guessing.
What were the years for the Bills?
Oh, he played for the Bills for a couple years.
2016 to 2019.
219?
Yep, 3 years with the Bills.
He spent a couple years with the Bills.
He signed a couple 1 year deals with some teams, but the most he spent with was Washington and the Bills. I think he's with both those teams for 3 years each.
I'm gonna be mad. I don't got anything. We'll be sitting here all day if I keep thinking, bro. I might just cut my losses on this one. I'll take a guess, I guess.
I mean, I don't even know if I have a guess.
I don't.
He's gonna take a guess and it's gonna be right. I know.
Probably.
Dude, I got nobody. I got nobody. Like 2016, 2019.
Dude, the stats are really throwing me off.
And coming from the Raiders, I couldn't even tell you. I got nobody, bro.
Ramon Humber?
Boys, I said his name in this podcast. Lorenzo Alexander.
Oh.
Ooh, he was doo-doo buns then. I thought he was a lot better than that.
Lorenzo Alexander.
Wow.
Travis, you got him.
Yeah, you got us.
See, when I did this, Who's the Man, and I
Wow.
said all his stuff during your segment, I thought I was.
I didn't think you had the balls to do that. And I had Lorenzo Alexander in my head at one point. I was like, nah. But I thought he played for the Chiefs at one point. Damn.
Dude, his numbers are poo-poo butt.
Yeah.
Remember when I said he was a core special teamer?
He must have played his best ball with the Bills.
Yeah, but he was a starter at all those other teams.
At least Washington.
All right.
Poo-poo.
John, between me and you, who's going?
I'll go.
All right. Perfect. This could be the first time I get shut out, man.
Let's
No,
see.
not mine. First round draft pick by the Bills in 2007. First team All-Pro 2012. Played for 3 teams. He rushed for 10,413 total yards in his career and has won a Super Bowl.
All right, I got it.
Yeah. Don't think too hard.
Good one. I do like it. I'll let him show first. And then the way I'll give you my answers, I'll just say something about the guy. Oh, he might not have it. I guess I'll just show you. And then I'll say what I was going to say later.
Yeah. Want it again?
He could have put a massive hint in there for you in a certain game.
It's just tough. You know.
You can't put that one in there.
No, there's
That
no-
just-
Dude, you could have put probably close to 20 of his plays, and you would have had it. You know what I mean? That's actually what I was thinking of. No.
Fuck.
It's Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn.
Oh my.
Where did Spiller win a Super Bowl?
I don't know. I thought he did.
CJ?
Thought he did. My bad.
Oh,
That
man.
would hurt.
All right.
What made you think CJ?
I don't know. That was the first running back that came to my mind.
Interesting.
Beast mode, brother.
My bad.
Applebee's.
Fuck. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that they should have handed him the ball at the 1 yard line.
Beast mode.
Yeah. 2007.
All right,
Fuck me.
I got you.
That's why I suck at this game.
You
Well,
got a
that-
chance, you got
yeah,
a chance to
well.
redeem yourself right here, bro.
Those
you
were
go.
pretty broad, but it was also kind of.
Don't be too hard on yourself.
Maybe
All
if
right.
you want to name his college.
No, you wouldn't have got it.
Cal?
Cal.
Probably.
Could you imagine like a Super Bowl?
Oh
field?
yeah, marched on.
Oh
Dude,
wow.
Literally, he's known for driving the fucking
Mm-hmm.
the whatever the medical
That's
cart.
the first thing that came into my head when we said Cal.
What other highlight does he
I
have?
got
He was a solid running back for 3 to 4 years.
I
That's
got
it.
I got nothing.
He's pals with Aaron Rodgers.
All right,
Yeah.
here we go. Went to North Carolina University. Drafted by the Eagles in the 4th round of the 2017 NFL Draft. He's played for the Eagles, Dolphins, Raiders, Falcons, and Bills. He totaled 131 receptions, 1,691 yards, 10 touchdowns, and he signed with the Bills as a free agent.
One.
Can I see the notes again?
Go for it.
Sign with him when?
That I did not put in.
Oh, okay.
You got it?
Damn,
Maybe.
Dark as fuck. Okay, played with the Eagles,
Yes.
Dolphins, Raiders, Falcons.
I didn't think you.
I'm shocked.
See,
you
that's
did
another
that.
thing. I didn't think you had the balls either.
The fuck is John missing?
Run through one more time.
Me?
Yeah, you got the phone in your
Oh,
hand.
my bad, brother. North Carolina University, drafted by the Eagles in the 4th round of 2017 draft. Played for Eagles, Dolphins, Raiders, Falcons, Bills. Total 131 receptions, 1,691 yards, 10 tutties. Signed with the Bills as a free agent. How the fuck did you get this?
Let me see.
Just let me know, bro, when you guys are good. No, don't even say nothing.
I'll say it after.
That screen's crazy.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
The privacy screen. I just, my mom was like, you're
Eagles,
getting a screen
Dolphins,
protector this time. Your phone, that's all
Raiders.
they had. So
Oh, is this Mac? Mac Collins?
Yeah.
Okay.
Matt Collins.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
That's why I said I didn't think you had
Hasn't
the
played a
balls.
snap for the Bills yet, but I want Matt Collins.
That's what threw me off. I thought. Okay, no, I'm with you.
I just was like, let's have a
Okay.
little fun. Let's have a little
You
fun.
might as well.
Started with Sherfield at first, but I don't know when he was drafted, so I kind of backed off of it.
Well, the teams were the giveaway. Like I had it in my head, but then I was also going
Well,
through a
if I-
mental debate.
Could you imagine if I'd have put what year signed with the Bills in 2024?
Right.
Who
You'd have been like, oh, wait a second. All right.
yeah, right. So we all only tallied one.
That doesn't happen often.
No.
I feel like normally one of us gets 2.
It's a good week.
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah, Chris. Now we know that Lorenzo Alexander's stats are poo poo.
Yeah, he only played good for the Buffalo Bills. I thought he played for KC, but I think I'm thinking of when he played for Washington. But all right.
3 out of 3. That's fine. Oh, Casey got 3 out of 3.
That's what he says.
Cap.
That's what he says.
I believe.
He's a pretty.
Maybe Zoe. The
He's-
Zoe one stumped me.
He's a pretty honest guy.
The Zoe one got me too.
Yeah. I feel like the other two. I feel like mine and yours were very easy.
Very.
C.J. Spiller,
My bad.
Tyler Croft.
Oh,
Stop.
Wow. Wow.
he went there.
He did go there.
One of the top BillsAholic mess ups,
Yeah.
and you screwed the pooch on that one. That was a ball that was dropped. But Tyler Croft didn't drop that ball. When you were about to go into that example, that's a ball he caught. It's a ball he caught.
Definitely caught it.
What team was it? The Rams?
Oh my god.
Yeah. When we were whooping the Rams' ass, and then they came back, and we had to.
In the corner of the end zone.
Yeah, and we had to have it right in front of Diggs, and we had to have a comeback drive, and there was nobody in the stadium because of COVID. Yeah, I remember that. Drew says 0 for 3 for him. Surprised he didn't get the Marshawn one, but it's okay. The Lorenzo Alexander one was good. That was a good one.
Dude, if you didn't put the stats in, I might have got there.
Really?
The stats just they threw me.
So I was right.
I didn't want to put his numbers either.
They threw me.
If you just said 57 or something. I'd
Like
been
his
all
jersey
over that.
numbers, because he wore like 7 jersey numbers.
Well, if you had 57,
AJ Epinesa. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, yeah.
AJ Epinesa drafted in 2007.
Yeah, right.
And we just paid that man, I guess.
That's all. Yeah.
That.
Did we talk about that signing?
We didn't
did
really
not.
talk about that signing.
Love it. Love it.
I am so happy that they decided to re-sign Epinesa and not Floyd. Like I said,
2 years?
2 years for
Yeah.
they both got. It looks like the same contract on paper. Epinesa got less guaranteed money.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and that to me, I will say, when Epinesa is healthy, the guy was getting after the quarterback. He's got more interceptions than Sauce Gardner.
AJ Epinesa finished 2023 21st in pressure percentage at 14.2% among all D tackles and DNs with 100 snaps.
I like it.
Solid.
I like it. That's a signing that when I saw it, I was happy about. Can we talk about real quick before we end the podcast tonight? How about Deion Dawkins just playing with all of our emotions? Like had me hot.
I was gonna roll with it, and then Tank broke it to you, dude. I was gonna keep going. I saw a report on Twitter before. I should have screenshot it before he made his second post that said, "I'm getting word that a Deion Dawkins extension will be announced pretty soon." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." Saw Deion Dawkins post. I'm like, "Oh, this is gonna be good. Like, I'll fuck with you guys."
I texted Chris and said, "Stay psych right now."
Tank comes in.
I think we
gotcha.
called- I think
You
we
should have texted me
We
separate.
FaceTimed.
I know.
We FaceTimed each other.
Oh,
And
did
we were
you?
like,
I was
dude,
working.
no fucking way.
I was
Like,
delivering mail.
and
You guys are gullible, bro.
I'm on PlayStation with
I am gullible.
PlayStation with Dylan, our
Well,
buddy.
when you're at work and you open the phone and say, Chris says Deion Dawkins is gone. I'm like, what? So I'm trying to worry about
Dropping everybody's mail.
when I was calling Chris.
Riding the curb.
Well, yeah. When I was calling Chris, I had my mail right here, and my phone was like hoisted on my
Hoisted.
mail.
Good word choice.
Thank you.
Nice.
It's almost like
You know what that means?
I do.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
Nice.
First time we came after Chris tonight, and it's almost the end of the pod.
Hell yeah.
I'm with it. Good
Well,
job,
go ahead,
guys.
Go ahead. You're gonna say something before I jumped in. I cut you off again.
He's trying to be nice.
I just can't remember what I was gonna say.
Oh, my bad.
You're good.
I cut you off.
It definitely was not important. It definitely was not important. Because I actually.
I did, because I was talking to my stepdad about it, and I said, you know what though? You know what got me? When he added the little thing like, I hope it's okay to use ranch now.
He knew what
I
he was
should have
doing.
known, dude.
That's just a stupid comment to say.
I should have known.
You guys are goofy.
I should have known.
You guys are
Well,
so
'cause
goofy.
I also should
He
know.
said ranch.
Brandon Dean. Okay, yeah, I was head scratching at the Mitch Morse decision, but like he would have looked stupid for opening up. That's one of the better left tackles in the league, and to just
After his best season,
and then it's like, all right,
stat-wise,
we already have some holes on this team. Let's create another really big.
It's like one of your
hole on
best
this team.
players on the team, too.
Yeah, so like, and I would have just been heartbroken, bro. Like that guy's Buffalo through and through. Like I don't think he'll play for anybody else. If I'm being honest with you.
no.
Like I think once he's done, like I
Unlike
think he'll be
Kirk
done.
Cousins, he will retire though.
You're not thinking the Jets, maybe?
What? I feel like
That'd be
That's a hard
ironic.
that one might send me through the roof. That one would hurt. After everything he said about the Jets, if he's like, I got an idea, I'm gonna sign with the Jets. If he ever got released from the Bills, I would be like pretty upset. But I don't know. He loves the mafia.
There you go.
There you
First
go.
1 for 1 today.
Let's go.
One for
You're
one.
having a
This-
hell of a day.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
One
The
thing,
mafia.
One thing for me before we end the podcast. One wish free agent that you would like to sign that's still available on the board.
Sebastian Joseph Day.
God damn it. What about you?
All right.
Who cares?
We'll see.
We'll see.
I don't care.
Okay. Mine was Sebastian Joseph Day, too. I like him. I like him when he came from the Rams.
I
And
like
then,
him too. I like him too, bro.
yeah.
I like him too. That'll be better than Linval fucking Joseph.
I was on Eric Armstead hard. So
I was too. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I was really.
As of yesterday, I was on KJ
Hey,
Osborne. I
by
don't
the
mind
way,
him.
Not that I want to. I don't know who his sources are. I'm gonna say this.
Do it.
I'm gonna say this
Because
I'm Travis. I told you last night when we were playing Fortnite, which by the way we're ripping Fortnite. That's a thing that we do.
it's a simple game.
But that's where we talk about our football when we're not on the podcast. I told him last night we got this source on Twitter, ECB, that pops up. I don't even know what it stands for.
Where he came from.
I don't know. I
think we
what-
went over this.
I don't understand what his relevance is. I don't know who his sources are.
But I'm
Every
unfollowing.
single time, I've got his notifications on. Like I'm just as gullible as the rest of Mafia. Okay. every single time this guy, when there's a big free agent that the Bills are supposedly in on heavy, he's always like, contracts, it's done. Wait for it to get announced. Like he makes you think that. Like he'll be like, Bills are super in on him. Contract's pretty much done. Like he might have been right about the Armstead one. I have heard from different people that the Bills were in on him pretty much the whole entire way up until the last minute.
From that one girl.
But like
Diana Rossini, she thought she had it.
Yeah. So like I've heard that might be true. But like he has now done that with DeAndre Hopkins. He has now done that with OBJ. He did that with somebody that the Bills are supposed to trade for at the deadline this past year. Not a credible guy. I'm gonna say that now. I think he's like 0 for 4, and I think fans on Twitter are finally starting to realize that they got to stop trusting this guy, because he's like every time he's like, it's a lock, it's done, bro, it's done. The contract's already done, trade's already done. I'm so over that shit, dude. And of course, my gullible ass, like you said, I'm like, oh my god, we got Armstead.
Cool.
Last year I was like, oh shit, we're getting DeAndre Hopkins.
Speaking of gullible,
He had me thinking the whole entire time.
How hype are you when fucking Antonio Brown was a Bill for 4
let's
seconds?
just talk about that last night.
I did at the time. I was close with Ashler Kearns.
Yep.
I FaceTimed him, and you remember it was the ass crack at dawn, like, well, not ass crack at dawn, but it
We
was
were
early
waking
in the
up for
morning.
school.
Oh, me, it was the ass crack at dawn.
We were waking up for school.
5:30.
And we were waking up for school when that got announced. And so I got up, and we FaceTimed each other, and we were jumping. I kid you not, jumping up and down. I was running at the time, like, you remember my dad's old basement room that I had? I was running around the room, dude, probably voice cracking up and down. Super happy.
Speaking of gullible,
Dude, Reese Perry posted it everywhere. And then literally when it
Fake news.
when it was fake, he literally deleted everything. Oh, my bad. You can go.
here. So share with Tink and John about last night, about the post you saw about Jettis.
Oh,
Speaking of gullible, we
oh.
gotta go there.
Okay, yeah, we can go there real quick.
Real quick, because
We
it's
can
on the
go there
topic.
real quick. As soon as I saw what we sent, I knew it was fake. Okay. Somebody made a Twitter really close to Adam Scheffner. It was super close. Same picture. Somehow even had like a little check mark next to it.
You can buy it, by the way. You can buy
And I forget about that.
Yeah, you
They
can't,
can be
you can't
verified
fall
now.
for that one no more.
And it was Bills trade. Bills receive, or Vikings trade Justin Jefferson, and underneath that said Bills trade, and I was like, bro, we just did work with the Vikings again. We got Jettas, but it didn't even get that far.
I didn't get that. It was just
Like,
funny.
there was no celebrating from me.
Because Chris was like, I just got Travis.
I said I was like, I just
We were
got
on the
got.
game together last night. It's like, I just got.
I just got. Like, because my heart actually skipped a beat, I think, when I saw it.
Lying season.
But then I was like, fuck, it's fake. So
It was just a cool little funny story we had to share.
nah,
We were on the topic of being gullible.
it was a little gullible moment for me there. I will admit that. But all right, I think another successful episode of the BillsAholic Pod. I will say the energy was a little bit better today, at least coming towards me. I feel like these guys were a little bit nicer to me today. We're working on it, I think. Hopefully.
We're working on it.
All right, one episode at a time here at the BillsAholic Pod. I'm seriously gonna try to get Rashad Wildgoose on. That would be sick. But hey, man, shout out to Casey and Drew for being in the comments heavy today. I'm sure McKenna's probably watching.
Probably.
She's always
Appreciate
tuned in.
you guys.
So shout out to McKenna. And always the same thing that I like to end the podcast with. Oh, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share it around to other Bills fans.
Get us to 200. We're almost there.
We're almost at 200. And as always, go Bills.
Go Bills.
John, anything?
What
Go